Once they killed his monster when he went into a trap. Now he's making better ones on a higher step. On a warm summer day, the doctor went away to a place where he could make it real. His assistant's hips were nice, so he cloned her once or twice. Now his hips are aching, what a deal. Dr. Steen grows funny creatures, lets them run into the night. They become great rock musicians, and their time is right. Time is right. Sometimes when he's feeling bored, he's calling it a day. He's got his computers and they do it their own way. They mix some DNA, some skin and certain spray. You can watch it on a laser screen. And the fellow's blue and gray, or sometimes pink and green. Just check it out on Halloween. Dr. Steen grows funny creatures, lets them run into the night. They become great politicians, and their time is right. One night he cloned himself, put his brother on a shelf. But when he fell asleep that night, it crept up from behind and thought, well, never mind. Took a syringe and blew out his life. Dr. Steen grows funny creatures, lets them run into the night. They become a great possession, and their time is. Dr. Steen grows funny creatures, let them run into the night. They become a great obsession, and their time is right. Time is right. Time is right. Time is right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Halloween. It is 2024. I am here. Let's get this party started. Let's get the call going with Rick. Evening.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yes, happy Halloween to you too. So, Rick, are you familiar with a game called Vampire Survivors?
I know Vampire Savior. I have not heard of Vampire Survivors.
It originally started out as a anti-bullet hell Castlevania parody. They released a Castlevania DLC that adds 20 characters and 40 weapons into the game today.
Oh wow, perfect timing.
Yeah, I know, right? I actually played it on my lunch break and ended up going over my break time. Whoops. Um,
Whoopsie.
yeah, but it's been a blast so far. I've actually unlocked a bunch of stuff already. I am really looking forward to playing that on stream. I'm gonna be doing that, Luigi's Mansion, and as you know, we're gonna be doing some creepypastas tonight.
All right, sounds like a great way to end the Halloween season.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
yeah, the only downside is I went to get the spider specialty donut from Dunkin' Donuts. But when I went there, they still had the spider donut, of course, but they already set up the Christmas menu for the holiday season. And
Oh,
I'm like,
bro, what the
huh,
fuck? It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
that annoys me so much. You know what's crazy? The Walmart in my town, in the lawn and garden section of the store, they've been had Christmas stuff up since September.
Bro, that is fucking reprehensible. Look, I like Christmas as much as the next guy, but putting your Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving is a fucking war crime.
I wouldn't say putting them up. It's like the store is selling this stuff in September. They didn't start putting it throughout the. They're probably gonna. Well, they didn't. Well, during Halloween, they had the Halloween stuff in the main store, but like now that Halloween's over, they're jumping straight into Christmas.
Yeah, it's crazy making.
It's been this way for years now. Do you remember a time when like there was a break between like Halloween and Christmas?
Yes, I do. I was born in the 90s. Back then, you didn't see Christmas stuff in stores until the very end of November.
Hmm. Yeah, those were nice times. Like, it's kind of like the Nightmare Before Christmas, right? Where Hatman always said the core lesson of the movie is about the dangers of like going to Christmas right after Halloween.
I thought the lesson of the movie was Halloween and Christmas just don't mix, which I completely
Yeah,
agree with.
yeah, I agree too. But I think another thing is like the holidays happen at their time of the year for a reason, and it's not a good idea to mess around with that.
Yeah. So,
All right, but I think enough fun. How about we read the creepypasta?
absolutely. Let me open up the website. Let me get the background music playing as well.
All right, set it up, bro.
We will loop that shit. Turn it down to where it's in the background. Do we want to start with some small? Do we want to start with some small ones, or do we want to go for a very famous long one?
Ooh, since it's Halloween, let's do the super famous long one.
All right, I know just the one to do.
Yeah, we might have to split up for this one then, if that's the case. But that's okay. It's Halloween. Let's do it.
In a cellar, somewhere standing before the camera, a man in a tatty, moth-eaten bear suit says hello to the small handful of watching children. This is a public access show viewed by only a small number of fans, a small number that includes you. As a child, you love Mr. Bear. You don't care that he broadcasts from his cellar. That there's something remarkably dark about the way those polished button eyes stare into the camera lens. As a child, you don't see those things. When Mr. Bear suggests you write him, you jump at the chance. When he writes back asking you to visit him, you jump at that chance too. As a child, there are some things you just don't see. You don't see the man beneath the bear suit, or that the bears have teeth and claws. As a child, there are some things you don't see, and of course some things that you aren't supposed to. Overview. 1999, also sometimes referred to as Mr. Bear's Cellar or Caledon Local 21, is a creepypasta story about a fictional wait.
It's a prologue, that's funny.
Fuck that preamble shit. The year is 1999. The sentence brings me back to my senior kindergarten class when I was 5 years old. We were where we used to read out the date on the blackboard every single day. The year 1999 exists as a stain in my mind, however, as a memory that will not go away no matter how I try to forget it. 1999 marked the year I lost my first tooth, my first time on a plane, and unfortunately the early loss of my childhood innocence. That one memory that refuses to be wiped, it all started with that new or old TV. At the time, Pokemon was the latest fad to hit the school. Pokemon cards, games, stickers, and the most popular TV show. And the most popular the TV show. So of course, every time I came home from school, I would stay glued to the TV until Pokemon came on at 5. The only problem was that my dad watched the news at 5:30, and Pokemon episodes were back to back, which meant I had to miss an episode every day. Something I whined on about. My dad got tired of hearing my complain every day. That must be why he went and bought another TV. My dad put the TV he bought in my room. Unfortunately, it was just an old small boob tube with rabbit ears, even. It also had only 20 channels available, not including the channel Pokemon was on. I recall I didn't care, though. I was just thrilled I had my own TV in my room. Man, that part of this creepypasta hits me right in the nostalgia, because when I was young, I can't remember how young, I might have been 6 or 7. I got my first bedroom TV, and and it had a VHS player put into it, and I would always watch my favorite movies on there, the Star Wars trilogy, and the animated Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, and Return of the King. So this part resonates with me. After surfing through the channels, I came to the conclusion that the only channel to TVO Kids was worth watching, so I watched that for a while. It wasn't for another few months until I discovered Channel 21. One day in April, I was flipping through the channels trying to see if Pokemon was on. I pressed Channel 21 into the remote, hoping there were more channels, and to my delight there was. My dad was surprised too, but he let me watch it because it seemed to have kids programs on. The channel was called Caledon Local 21, and later I found out it was indeed broadcasted from the town of Caledon, Ontario, a town very close to my city. The shows I saw on Caledon Local 21 looked poorly made, and I never understood what was going on in them half the time. However, as I grew up, every time I thought of that channel, I realized more and more how messed up the shows were, and I had to ask myself, what the fuck was I watching? The following is a list of shows and episodes I remember seeing on Caledon Local 21. How I remember such detail even disturbs me, but I guess things like this stand out in your mind for a while. The channel only ran a few shows, probably because it was only operational between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. April 1999. Mr. Bear's Cellar, Episode 12. Very sketchy name if you were to look at it nowadays. The show featured a guy wearing a bear mascot costume who would get a new visitor into his cellar every day. It was always a kid. The show was filmed with a camcorder, and not a very good one either. The police asked me a lot of questions about this show. This episode started with Mr. Bear sitting at a table playing checkers by himself. He sat there playing for a bit until there was a knock at the door. The camera was then looking up the stairs at the door, where there was another knock. Mr. Bear climbed the stairs and opened the door to reveal 2 young children. One was a boy about my age, and the other was a girl who looked about 8. Mr. Bear danced in delight, and then started talking to the kids. I couldn't hear any of them that well. I remember Mr. Bear then led the kids into the cellar, which was quite dark, only lit by a small oil lamp on the table. I can't really remember that much more except him singing a song, which I couldn't hear too well either, probably because of that large bear mask. The episode ended with them playing hide and seek, with the kids hiding in a closet and Mr. Bear counting. May 1999. Soup and Spoon. I don't think this was even a show. I think it was more of a special movie thing. All I know is I stopped watching Caledon Local 21 for a while because I thought this show was too stupid. Especially since Pokemon now came on at 4:30 and 5. I don't remember much of this, but it showed a can of soup and a spoon both attached to strings, swinging back and forth as if someone was holding them and dangling them in front of the camera. Interestingly enough, the show was shot in a basement, which looked just like the one Mr. Bear's cellar Like I said, I can't remember much. The only thing I can remember clearly was the end. The entire thing was only half an hour, and just included stuff I found stupid, such as the spoon chasing the soup around trying to eat him. The ending showed a table and about 7 kids sitting around it, each with a bowl of soup in front of them. They were sitting and looking at the camera, but with confused, almost frightened faces. The cameraman then held out the can of soup in front of the kids and said, "Spoons ready." And then it just stopped. July 1999. It was summer, and I hadn't watched Channel 21 for a while, until one day when I slept over at my friend's house, and I decided to check it out again. My friend had gotten a TV in his room for his 6th birthday, so we stayed up very late. For us, 9:30 was very late, and we watched TV. That's when I remembered Channel 21 and brought it to my friend. We decided to see if it was on, and to our surprise, it was. They must have changed the broadcasting time. Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 23. This episode was entertaining for my friend and me, mainly because it had swearing. However, now when I think of this episode, I realize something was definitely wrong when it was filmed. The episode started with the camera on its side, while it was facing Mr. Bear, who was walking upstairs to the cellar door. The camera then blacked out for a second before fading in, back upright, and facing Mr. Bear. There was also another kid talking to him, but this kid looked about 11 or 12. He was talking to Mr. Bear for a while, but I couldn't hear well. Again, that creepy again with that crappy camcorder. Until the kid started raising his voice. The kid was saying how it was late and his sister had to go home. You could also hear more voices in the background. I remember Mr. Bear clearly saying, "Get the fuck out, you're not invited," with a deep voice muffled by the bear mask. I remember my friend and I looking at each other and laughing at the mention of the forbidden F word. But the episode got weirder. The kid began climbing the stairs before turning around and saying how he was going to call the police. Mr. Bear began breaking into a run towards the kid, who started screaming and running as well. The camera then cut out, and that was the end of the episode. The channel turned to static shortly after. August 1999. I didn't watch Channel 21 after that. In August, I grew more curious to see Mr. Bear's Cellar for some reason, though. The last episode I saw of Mr. Bear was weird and had swearing, which also made me think the show was meant for teenagers. Nonetheless, I flipped on to Channel 21 when my dad was busy. Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 28. Apparently this episode had been playing the entire month of August. It was studied a lot by the police. The entire episode was just Mr. Bear sitting in a chair talking to the audience. "Hello, kids. Do you want to visit my cellar? If you do, please write me a letter at this address." The screen then switched to a white screen with multicolored letters reading the address. And that was what remained for the rest of the episode. This repeated 4 or 5 hours every day until September came. And guess what I did? I sent Mr. Bear, or that sick bastard who portrayed him, a letter. I did it out of curiosity, mostly. My dad was okay with it because he thought it was a legit kids show. But then again, he never saw any of what was on Channel 21. So I wrote a letter using my best writing possible. I think I just said how I wanted to meet Mr. Bear, so my dad sent the letter to the address Mr. Bear said on the show. It stayed on all day anyway for some reason. It took about a week to get a response, which I was surprised I did. I still have the letter. I received on August 15th, 1999. The letter said, "Dear Elliot, thank you ever so much for your letter. I would love to have you in my cellar. We play games, watch movies, and go fire camping in the middle of the woods. Come to my house at the police cut out this address, Caledon, Ontario, Canada. I look very forward to having fun with you. Love, Mr. Bear." I cannot believe my dad never found this sketchy, because he actually took me to the house. And then, that's when the police became involved. Those endless questions, those pictures of terrified kids, the woods. That brings me to why I'm writing this blog. That psycho and his friends did some fucked up shit back then, and now it seems like he's trying to get back into contact with me again. The entire police thing is coming back. That has brought 1999 back to me over a decade later. It's happening again.
But wait, pause. So nothing happened to him, but so they arrived at the house, but the police are already there? I'm a little confused at this point.
From what I can gather, and we're going to get to that actually, from what I remember, and we're just getting to that point, his dad drives him to Mr. Bear's house on the day the police raid the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go.
Update, November 14th, 2009. People have been emailing me asking what exactly happened in 1999. I will get to that. Those weird TV shows I was watching apparently were meant to attract kids to Mr. Bear's house. What Mr. Bear did shook the entire town. My dad actually drove me to Caledon along with the address Mr. Bear left on the letter. The house was actually in the outskirts of town, in the open farmland. I still remember that house. It looked like an old farmhouse that looked to have been built in the early 1900s. The windows were all boarded up, and the house looked in a state of disrepair. As we walked up to the house, I remember my dad checking the address over and over again, looking at the house in disbelief. Then the door opened. I expected Mr. Bear to be at the door, but I was surprised to see a police officer emerge from the creaking doorway. The officer began talking to my dad. While I quickly asked if that was Mr. Bear's house, the officer's face cringed slightly, and he muttered, "Oh God," or something like that. He started talking quietly to my dad, so I couldn't hear. Although my dad told me to go to the car anyway, and then we just went home. My dad was quiet the whole way home. I felt something strange had happened. My dad never told me what happened for a while. I forgot about it anyway, too. Channel 21 no longer came on, and when I asked about it, my dad would not acknowledge its existence. I think it was then, when I was 13, I learned that I learned the truth. I remembered Channel 21 one day and asked my dad about it. I guess he finally decided I should hear the truth. Caledon Local 21 was a local TV channel that ran from October 1997 to August 1999 in the Peel region of Ontario. The entire channel was made from a house in Caledon, the one that I visited, and run by a man who was not really known by anyone in the town. The channel was only available to older TVs because the signal was one only picked up by rabbit ears, weaker frequency. The man created all the shows on the channel, all of which were kids' shows. He was Mr. Bear, and he was the mysterious cameraman. The real reason he created the channel was more disturbing than what was originally thought. As you might have already guessed, he kidnapped kids and held them in his cellar. But while most people thought he was a serial child molester, he really wanted to use the kids for another purpose. The day I arrived, the man had fled his house the night before. The day before the police went for their investigation. I wasn't the only one who was watching. Update, December 2nd, 2009. Sorry for not answering questions for so long. I haven't accessed my email account for some time. Anyway, let me finally set things straight about what I know. Back in October, I visited the house previously owned by the man who ran Caledon Local 21. 2 women lived there, operating a daycare business. How ironic. Now, to answer the questions you guys emailed to me. Question: who else watched Caledon Local 21? Answer: I know other people watched it for sure, including those kids who wound up at Mr. Bear's house. After some Google searches, I found a few people on the Neoseeker forums who were discussing shows from Caledon Local 21. They talked about the 2 shows I watched, but also another 2 shows I had never seen before. A user named I Am Real Life seemed to know all the shows that were broadcasted on Channel 21. Here are the 2 that I've never heard of. The Fallen Angel and Life. I Am Real Life described it as a fairly boring show about a guy rambling on and on in front of the camera about how we must please Satan and appease him before it is too late. Paint with the Soul. I Am Real Life and another user called Siggy92 were discussing this show. They described it as Blair Witch-like, as it consisted of the cameraman wandering around the forest at night, doing nothing particularly interesting. I'll go looking for the conversation and see if I can get the link. Question: where is Mr. Bear or the guy who wore the costume? Answer: if I did know, I would have said earlier. I have no idea where this guy is, or if he's dead or alive. Hopefully dead. When I see my dad's friend next time, I will ask him about this. Maybe I can get a more definitive answer. Question: what did Mr. Bear do to the children? Answer: this is by far the most common question I've been asked. I found this out in October as well, via my dad's friend, who is a retired Caledon regional officer. Apparently the man playing Mr. Bear took the kids out of the house and into the forest nearby, What he did there, police are not exactly sure how it happened, but 16 charred bodies of children between the ages of 4 to 13 were found in a 15 by 15 foot ditch deep within the forest. My dad's old friend did not want to go into the exact details, but I'm seeing him next Thursday anyway, so maybe I can extort more information from him then. That's all I have for now. Thanks for keeping an interest in my blog. I'll try to gather as much information as I can for my next post. I've actually been getting pretty interested in this myself. It should be my right to know what the hell happened. You want to take over, Rick?
Sure. Update, January 14th, 2010. I'm sorry I haven't posted anything for a while. I kinda lost interest in this blog since I hit a standstill while looking for more information about the identity of the owner of Calvin Local 21. However, a few weeks ago I struck gold. I found some answers surprisingly from the father of a kid I used to babysit. He lives just across on my street, and I used to look after his kids when they were younger. He currently doesn't have a job either. He used to live near the woods outside of Caledon, and witnessed the owner's activities in the woods. His name is Anthony Polo. While he lived in a small bungalow outside the woods, he would often venture in to smoke a joint of marijuana or two before returning to his work as a wood craftsman. Polo described that sometimes he would hear voices of children coming from deeper within the woods, as well as a glowing light off in the distance. Polo told me these events started in late 1997. No, this is around the time Calvin Local 21 began airing. He apparently became annoyed by this happening every once in a while and actually went to investigate. Polo described what the whole scene looked like when he got there. There was a group of kids, he said about 13 to 17, aged 5 to 12, gathered around a large fire pit with a burning fire. With them was a single adult. Polo talked to the man, noticing his unusual, unkempt appearance of a crack addict, as well as his constant twitching, and asked what he was doing out in the forest with children. The man said they were on a camping trip, something they did frequently. Polo, not suspecting anything, Caledon has one of the lowest crime rates in Canada, simply left it at that and told them to be quieter. Polo then paused for a while before telling me that they never became quieter. In fact, sometimes he heard loud chanting from the children in an unknown language. He didn't bother meeting with the man again, as he was moving anyway. I told Polo that the man was probably the owner of Calvin Local 12, but he doubted it, as he heard that man was moving to Pickering by several other residents near that area. Here's what I know now. The man would take kids to the woods regularly for camping. The fire pit Polo described may be the whole device that the children were found in. The children Polo saw are probably the ones found dead. The man moved to a city called Pickering, a smaller city east of Toronto. I'll discuss this with my dad's friend, the ex-cop, and see if this matches anything the police do about the man. I also want to see if he has any other knowledge of what was aired on Calvin Local 21. Update, February 10th, 2010. Good news, guys. I talked to my dad's friend, he disclosed a lot of information to me. First, I asked the police any information on the man who ran Calvin Local 21. He replied that they only had the same leads for years and never found the suspect. However, the Peel Regional Police do have some of the tapes found in the house that Calvin Local 21 was broadcast from. He took me over so I could watch a few. I guess I haven't seen much about him yet. My dad's friend's name is Mitchell Wilson, a pretty nice guy. He seemed to understand my thirst for knowledge of what happened during the late 90s in that house. He felt it was wrong that my dad went so long without telling me much. He took me to the Davis Road Police Station. If you don't know, it's the largest station in Caledon, and one of the largest within the Peel region itself. Each of the main stations around Peel had some of the tapes. I was able to watch all the footage that the Davis Road Station has. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to take any of the tapes home for obvious reasons. Paint with a Soul, Episode 10. Garbage Thrown Away. Paint with the Soul was one of the shows that I Am Real Life and Sticky 92 discussed on Neoseeker. I told the police about this, and they informed me that 12 episodes of the show were made and broadcast between December 5th, 1997 and January 8th, 1998. Exactly as I Am Real Life and Sticky 92 described. The episode opened with the cameraman wandering around the forest. It appeared to be during the evening as it seemed the sun was setting. The cameraman walked along a path until it got to an area where there was a lot of garbage lying in the leaves. The camera looked around at various wrappers, bottles, bags, and boxes, making sure each item got a few seconds of screen time. The camera then focused on a single area before the man spoke. I recall he spoke in a very timid, quiet voice, and I swear I heard it somewhere else before, like on another Local 21 show. I could barely hear what he was saying, but he mainly talked about how humans are garbage, or something that had to do with saving ourselves by cleaning up the garbage, aka us. It actually sounded really stupid. but still a feeling of dread came over me. I meant that force was possible where those bodies were found, right? Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 25. When the police administrator brought this tape in, I actually said, "Oh shoot," and chuckled if it out loud. Of course, I got stares from the staff, but Wilson explained to them about my little experience with Mr. Bear, and how I still kept the letter he sent me. Like the previous episode... Oh, okay, we're good. Sorry, my computer's died. Anyway, where was I? Oh, like the previous episodes, this one included a guy wearing a bear mascot costume. The episode began with Mr. Bear waddling over to his cellar door with a bottle of orange juice in his paws. On the ground were 16 shot glasses as well as a small bottle that contained an unknown liquid. Mr. Bear poured an equal amount of orange juice into each glass before opening the smaller bottle and dropping one drop into the glasses. Mr. Bear then went off camera. Then there were some minor sounds such as scuffling, and then Mr. Bear emerged from behind the camera's location. Following him were 16 children. 10 looked as young as 4, while others looked like they were practically teenagers. As the children entered, the administrator commented that this is the only episode that showed all 16 victims. The kids all looked rather content except for this one who had visible bruises on his face, and unlike the other kids, he had a more fearful expression. He was also looked like about 11 to 12, which caused me to recognize it. He was the kid who had asked about his sister subsequently met an unknown fate at the end of episode 23, the one episode I watched during July 1999. When I told the administrator this, he confirmed it was the same kid. He was also featured in episode 24, an episode that only aired once at 3 o'clock in July 1999. The police have still not found that tape. Mr. Bear then broke into song, singing about the citrus fruits and how good vitamin C was for you. I could barely hear the lyrics that were muffled by the bear mask. The kids all drank their juice, the one from episode 23 doing it rather reluctantly, and the episode ended. After viewing the tapes in possession of the Davis Road police station, I'm satisfied, but only temporarily. I still want to know the full story. The police just kept giving me the same crap about the creator of Calvin Local 21 being a fetish pedophile as well as an apparent cultist. I will sign off for now, get into university first, and then get information later. Hopefully, I will get back to this blog as soon as possible. Let's see. Update. May 8th, 2010. Last month, I finally got my GT license. In Ontario, Canada, this allows you to drive in a car by yourself as well as with some passengers after 6 months. I, of course, took advantage of this and drove into Calno for a little Sunday drive. Since I haven't updated this blog in a while, I figured I might as well visit the house where the infamous channel of my childhood was located. The house looked different than when I last saw in October. The place was no longer used as a daycare and just sat there abandoned. However, it did have a for sale sign showing that someone still owned it. Wanted to get rid of it, though. The abandoned house drew fuzzy memories in my mind, mainly of the day my dad took me to visit Mr. Bear. A feeling of dread came upon me. What happened to the children while they were living in that house? I walked up the steps to the front door and peeled through the window. Inside I could see a nearly empty hallway with a few boxes at the end. At the end of the hallway, to the right was an open doorway, presumably leading to the kitchen. To the left were 2 doors, both apparently leading to the rooms visible through the windows outside. I wandered through the cellar entrance. I wondered where the cellar entrance was located and whether it had been sealed up. I walked around to the back of the house and found my answer. 2 wooden doors lying at an almost flat angle were padlocked shut. This had to be the cellar. Not wanting to hang around, you can imagine what was going through my head at the time. I departed. Behind the house, the empty field continued until it reached the dense forest that lined up the horizon. I wondered if that was the forest where the bodies of the children were found. I thought to myself, F it, and proceeded to walk across the field behind the house into the forest. The forest was oddly quiet, save for the few periodic sounds of a woodpecker drilling through distant trees. I cautiously made my way deeper to the woods, not really caring about the fact that I had no idea where I was going. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like there was something I had to find. I came to a thinner part of the woods and few small houses in the distance. Polo's house crossed my mind and wondered if one of those homes had belonged to him. I neared a small clearing in which I could see 3 adequately sized logs scattered around a black, charred area, showing a small fire had been lit there recently. Hey, get the F out of our fort! Those words really gave me a heart attack. I turned to my left and saw 2 dark-clothed people running toward me. This was allowed us to run, however, as the came closer, saw they were really just kids in their early teens, possibly 13 or 14, maybe even 12. As they approached me, they realized my size as well. I'm 6'1", but they could have been no bigger than 5'8". One might have been 5'7". We said,
get the fuck out!
Okay, yeah. The larger one, who was wearing a Slipknot shirt, said half-heartedly. I stood my ground and shrugged. The shorter one, who was wearing a Metallica shirt, swung out a butterfly knife and held my direction. No, you wouldn't want to, I said in a deep, serious tone, trying to sound as bad as possible. I pulled out my cell phone. The 2 kids withdraw. The one in Metallica shirt put away the knife. Look, dude, we don't like people on our fork, so can you just go? The one in the Slipknot shirt said, obviously intimidated. I had no business in the forest anymore, so I uttered out a simple fine and turned before I realized I had a great opportunity. Did either of you hear of a guy who murdered a bunch of kids in these woods about 13 years ago? I asked the kids. The two looked at each other in confusion, before the one wearing the shirt answered. Yeah, everyone knows about that guy, he said to me as if I were stupid. The kid is still not sure continued. He still lives around here, in the storm drain. My big brother's friend said he saw him in a bear costume once, wandering around the forest at night. My instincts told me that this was possibly a lie, and the owner of Calvin Local 21 is probably long gone, only existing as folklore in this smaller, isolated community. However, as a human, the thought of the mysterious unknown sparks interest within. And where's the storm drain? I asked, just out of curiosity. I didn't actually believe the kid's story. The kid in a Metallica shirt stared at me for a few moments, his eyes seemingly full of annoyance, yet curiosity for me. You're not from around here, are you? Why did you even come here? Now, I do admit I was slightly startled by the nature of his question. However, I figured I might as well explain why I was there, just in case people mistook my intentions. I told the kids my experience with a man in the Calvin Local 21, and that I had to come to maybe seek out some sort of closure, although even I wasn't exactly sure. That was a weird sentence.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue. The kids seemed familiar with the channel as they smiled and looked at each other when I mentioned it. They also became more understanding and gave me a detailed description on how to get to the storm drain. Shortly after, I decided to just turn around the way I came and head back to the house, leaving the kids at their fort. But now you're probably wondering why I left out such details about what the kids told me just now. It is because I'm choosing to conclude what I've gathered now. Here's what the kids told me in detail. The storm drain lies ahead of the kids' fort, the same direction I was heading. The drain ends at a small river where across water is drained out. Near here is a small playground. The kids told me people rarely use it. The man supposedly lives in the large pipe that rainwater drains out. People have seen him, although always either wearing a bear mask or the mask and a full body bear suit costume. Note, I do not believe that this is true, and in fact simply a myth made by the residents of Cal. The story does not seem plausible in any way. Why did no one call the police? Didn't this guy look suspicious? And other questions like these leaves the story invalid. I may visit the storm drain, not because I believe the story, but because I want an excuse to visit Calvin again, so this vlog doesn't die. With no more tapes to watch, I didn't know what to talk about anymore. Thanks for continuing to support me and my blog. I know many are looking forward to more information about what happened in Calvin during the year 1999, and I'll do my best to continue my research into the topic.
Elliot out. Update, October 7th, 2010. Wow, nearly 5 months since I last updated. I'm guessing everyone pretty much thinks I was dead, right? Thankfully, I'm not. But, in all seriousness, I really have been busy these past few months, and a blog about something that could have killed me as a kid is a little low on my current priorities list. As of now, I'm living in Waterloo, Ontario, attending the University of Waterloo for computer engineering. Yeah, I'm a keener. As you can imagine, engineering is no walk in the park, so obviously I nearly forgot about this blog. But, as you can see, I'm back now. I remembered to visit the storm drain the kids from Caledon Forest told me about. It was out in a clearing between the wooded areas nearby a marsh. Unfortunately, I found absolutely nothing, save for a turtle that retreated into its built-in home when it saw me. I snapped some pics of the pipe, which I have posted as well. Also, let me tell you, it was not a storm drain like they said it was. What I saw was a simple pipe, possibly to channel the access water from the marsh. When I returned from Caledon, however, I simply kept putting off uploading everything until I forgot all about my blog. It just didn't seem important anymore. Please forgive me. It wasn't until only recently that I am now interested in my case again. On September 10th, I received an email from this email address. returntheb@hotmail.com. Funny, am I right? Well, it gets better. I'm going to copy and paste the exact email this guy sent me. Dear Elliot, my dear, dear boy, you see, this story may or may not be true, but it could happen. There are many slots for airtime. If you have money and you can have a public access TV channel. Some public access channels share airtime, like EWTN, religious channel based out of Michigan, that shows Catholic-based programming, but during the off-air hours have independent shows or just blue screen. Cable networks have empty channels available for rent space, so the scenario of a pedo renting a channel on basic TV is not far-fetched at all. However, public access TV is widely reviewed and can be terminated at any time. These are the rules for the United States, not for Canada, where the story took place. So if this happened in the US, the pedo would be tracked and arrested immediately. Yes, this story could happen, but it is unlikely. 100 fuzzy hugs, Mr. Bear. Now, obviously this letter is fake and sounds almost corrupted, but still, I would like to thank whoever sent it, though they could use some English lessons. Just reading this letter creeps me out, but because of it, I am now full of this new interest to continue my blog. I guess it's just funny trying to pursue the mysteries I've always questioned. Now my roommate knows about all of this. He thought the letter was real and actually seemed more scared than I was for a second. But then I shrugged it off. So he did too? I mean, what are the chances of this being real? How would Mr. Bear know all about the public access TV and about when I went to Caledon on those occasions? More or less know my email or me still being interested in his cellar. I'm going to send a reply to return the bee. Wow, just looking at the email address you can tell someone wanted to freak me out. It didn't really work though. Although, to whomever you are, thank you for sparking my interest back into the full matter. Maybe I can find out more about what happened to Mr. Bear. Hopefully, because although I don't buy that email, a part of me still feels anxious. Thank you to all of those who are still following me and have become avid fans. You are also why I am choosing to continue this. Thanks, guys. Update, November 7th, 2010. Wow, I can't believe this blog hasn't been deleted yet. I haven't posted anything for so long. I have my reasons, and I'd rather not discuss them just yet. It has been a rather traumatic year for me. Some of you were right. I shouldn't have gone back, trying to relive the mysteries of my childhood, but I couldn't resist. It has been over a year since my last post, and a lot has happened. Let's recap. When I'm where I'm at right now, with regards to the whole Mr. Bear incident. ReturnTheBee@hotmail.com is no longer in use. I tried replying to the email, but I got no reply. I tried again a while back, still no response. I've actually moved up to Ottawa, capital of Canada for those who don't know, for university, so that I've been back to Caledon, so I haven't been back to Caledon or back home in the Peel region for a while. I had my reasons for leaving, as you could guess why. I've had to make a new email account because people kept prank-mailing me pretending to be Mr. Bear. Thanks a lot, guys. Not. Why have I ventured back to this blog? Mitchell Wilson, remember my dad's ex-cop friend, gave me a phone call on October 23rd about a tape that was found in a branch of the Brampton Public Library. Brampton is my hometown, in case you haven't picked up on that. He claims he isn't allowed to discuss the contents of the tape with me, as it's still in evidence, but he asked me to come check it out when I return home. That tape got the gears grinding again, because we all know what was on the last tape I saw. I can only imagine what can be on it. I'm guessing it must have been something to do with Caledon Local 21. I guess I just wanted to say that I'm continuing this blog, and thank you for everyone who still follows it. I don't know when my next entry will be, but when I see that tape, I'll write what I find. I don't know what to expect, but the idea of seeing another tape has gotten me interested in this whole mystery all over again. Elliot. Update, January 21st, 2011. It has been a long year for me. University has been giving me the usual sleepless nights, especially since I transferred to Ottawa, which is the place to party. Sarcasm. But now I'm back home with my dad in Brampton, the town I grew up in. I got home on the 18th of December, and have been visiting with friends and family, or at least that's what I would have rather done, now that the festive holiday cheer that I usually have at this time of the month is absent. To answer the hundreds of emails and comments I got, yes, I did see the tapes that my dad's friend promised to show me. These tapes, however, act as a curse. I want to know more, yet I want to forget everything. I couldn't help it. I needed to see those tapes, not only for myself, but for all of you guys who are just as intrigued as I am, by that ominous man in a bear suit from my past. However, after viewing those tapes, I feel that pit of dread deep inside me once again. That feeling where I know that all those kids in those videos are dead. That I could have been one of those kids, and that humanity is a dark, dark place. If you haven't skipped this paragraph for the juicier details below, Thank you for listening to my rambling. On January 1st, I called Mitchell Wilson and asked if there was a time where I could come by and view the tapes. Things were pretty slow at the station because of a snowstorm, so he said I could come down any time that day. The tapes were located at a branch not too far from me, so I braved the slushy roads and terrible Brampton drivers and made my way to the Peel Regional Police Station, located at the Brampton City area. Bramalla City area. I met Wilson at the front desk, where he then led me up to the second floor into a small office. He instructed me to have a seat and wait while he went and got the tapes. Before leaving the office, he turned to me and said, "I know you're curious, but are you sure you want to do this?" Of course I did, or at least I thought so. Besides, Wilson's friend had pulled a lot of strings to get me in there, and I didn't want to waste this opportunity. This particular station had 2 tapes on hand. I was only able to watch a few minutes of footage, however, because the second tape was apparently too damaged to be played on a VCR. Mr. Bear's Cellar, Episode 30. Mr. Bear never ceases to disturb me, especially after what almost happened when I was younger. This episode took place outside in a forest at dusk, making it slightly hard to see, especially considering the quality of the film, a trademark of anything from Caledon Local 21. The episode started with the camera being held in the paws of Mr. Bear aiming it at himself. The bear mask, that bear mask, it looked more sinister in the shadows of the trees. The unmistakable muffled voice spoke up. "Hello, children. Today I will be doing a wonderful thing for my friends. I will be delivering them to a faraway land where they will surely be happy." Mr. Bear turned the camera around to show an ATV with an attached trailer. But what stood out the most was the trailer contained 7 emotionless children lying side by side. This here is the first load, but more will be on their way soon. Mr. Bear turned around and pointed at the camera at a large burlap tarp spread on the ground. He picked up the tarp, revealing a large hole that must have been at least 12 feet deep and maybe about 15 feet wide. The rest of the episode consisted of Mr. Bear taking each kid and dropping them into the hole. I asked Wilson if they were dead, to which he shook his head and replied, "No, not yet." Soon all the kids were put in the pit. Some were in awkward positions due to them being tossed in, but they remained unconscious. The vitamin C will surely help these children on the great journey that awaits them. Oh god, he drugged their orange juice and knocked them out. Mr. Bear mentioned as he panned the camera towards multiple bottles of gasoline beside a bush. The camera zoomed into the bottles as Mr. Bear hummed before the episode ended. Wilson revealed to me that these 7 of the 16 victims were found burnt to a crisp. The gasoline is what the man playing Mr. Bear used to light them on fire. A pit full of burning children. Who the fuck would do that? The feeling of dread found me once again when I realized that I could have been one of those kids. Wilson then explained to me that he had previously lied. The other tape confiscated by the Bramilla police branch did indeed work, and contained the filming of the actual burning. However, he felt that I wouldn't be able to handle the disturbing and graphic nature of the episode. And you know what? Maybe I can't. I don't want to see it. I'm not satisfied for now. But I just need some time to get myself together. The thing is, the man who ran Caledon Local 21 is still out there. More to come soon. Elliot. INRI. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Elliot. Elliot was a clever boy who loved playing with his friends. One day he watched a lovely television show about a bear and his children friends. The children loved helping each other as good children should, but they also loved the bear. The bear loved the children, since the children were so good at helping him and the fallen angel. The children and the bear wanted to play together forever, with the help of their angel friend, but the fallen angel needed even more help. So the children had to give the ultimate sacrifice, because that's what friends do, Elliot. They help each other. Help us, Elliot. Burn with us, Elliot. I want you, Elliot. He wants you, Elliot. Come back to my cellar, pretty please, with sugar and icing on top. Mr. Bear. Update, April 5th, 2011. I wanted to update more, I truly did. However, certain circumstances had turned me off the whole Caledon Local 21 thing. I've since then had hundreds of emails about my blog, and was even in contact with a magazine about my story, but now is the time to come clean to everyone. Where I have been for an entire year? Where have I been for an entire year? The story of Pandora's Box is true, and I fucking opened it. I opened it when I watched the second tape, in the possession of the Bramalla Police Branch. The other subject I'd like to address is the number of joke/fake emails I've been getting from people claiming to be Mr. Bear. Let's start with the second tape, as that is what traumatized me into stopping my search temporarily. After a few weeks of playing silent, I decided to ask Mitchell Wilson if I could view the infamous second tape he had talked about. I don't know why, I just felt that viewing the tape would give me some closure. Wilson was obviously reluctant to show me, but I was persistent. He gave me an offer. If I was still interested by the time I turned 20, he would show me the tape. Not being able to do much else, I just played the waiting game. By the time my 20th birthday rolled around, I was definitely still interested in viewing that tape. I gave Wilson a call, during which he admitted that he had hoped that I would forget about asking him again, but I was not taking no for an answer. You really don't need to see it, he kept telling me. But I did need to see it. I had to at this point. Sure enough, he invited me to the Bramalla Branch one Monday afternoon. Having watched every Saw film and video of animal slaughterhouses in my ethics class, I was sure I would be able to handle whatever the tape could throw at me. How naive I was. Mr. Bear's Cellar, Episode 31. When Wilson went to collect the tape from evidence, the officer in charge of the evidence room shook his head at me, his face saying, "What are you doing?" Wilson explained that this tape includes the last known episode of Mr. Bear's Cellar. I rightfully assumed that I would be seeing the fate of the children, and began to feel a sense of dread. The episode opened inside a forest, the usual one from the previous episodes. This fact took me a while to realize because it was night. The trees and leaves just looked like shapes dancing around in the darkness. A faint glow of light was present on the right side of the screen. There wasn't any apparent audio. It appeared to be a windy night, yet the trees weren't making any noise. Slowly the camera began to pan towards the glow, revealing smoke rising from a hole, with the tips of the flames peeking over the top. Wilson paused at this point. "Are you sure you want to see this?" he asked me. I insisted on it, even though a voice in my head was telling me not to. The video continued. The cameraman moved towards the hole, showing a pit of fire. This was the hole that I had seen in the previous episode, only this time it was filled with shapes. I could see shapes moving around, fluttering, flailing, some motionless. I knew perfectly well what they were. The camera began to adjust to the light and burning flesh. Red, black, a blur of surreal movement and colors. I wish I could forget what I saw, but you can't forget a scene like this. This was not a horror movie, this was reality. Human beings were being killed in a horrifying way, a fate that I could have potentially met. The video suddenly cut to dawn, the camera now positioned farther away from the hole. The fire was out, however there was still smoke rising up. A figure was up ahead. I recognized it right away. The Mr. Bear suit was laid out on the ground, empty. It looked just as unnerving. The suit was laid out in the shape of a cross. The cameraman did a lap around the suit, treating it like a treasured artifact. Placed at the head of the suit was a sign. In blood-red letters, INRI was printed. The cameraman moved back to the end of the suit, zooming into the bear's face. The episode finally ended. I was speechless. It was like a dream. You can find a lot of terrible things on the internet, but I had never seen anything like this. Wilson asked if I was okay, and I replied with a shaky yes. I assured him as we left that I was fine, and that the video gave me some closure over the whole incident. He didn't seem too confident in me, but he left it at that. He was right, though. I had nightmares for weeks. I gave up. I didn't care about the whole thing anymore. A sick man burned a bunch of kids alive, attracting them with a fake kids TV channel. I could have been one of his victims, yet I'm still here. I suppose I should be grateful, but I feel guilty. Am I still here only by pure luck? 10 months later, I'm back, but now I need to address something else. My email has been flooded with messages. Some people ask for more details, some ask if I can upload the tapes, and some people emailing me claiming to be Mr. Bear. First, I cannot get the tapes uploaded as they're A, in police possession as evidence, and B, I have no idea how to transfer VHS onto a computer. As for people pretending to be Mr. Bear, you're not fooling me. When you have dozens of people pretending to be the same person, it doesn't work. I even seen a fake Caledon Local 21 YouTube channel, which is cute, but still not real. Even more annoying is the fact that someone hacked my account just to put up some demented poem about me on this blog. I'll leave it in the entry above this one. Just to show you guys, I have contacted my webmaster about the entry, and was told that it was posted on Halloween. Ooh, spooky. Attached to the email with B at AOL.com, which I assume is just another joke email. I'm over episode 31 now. The images of what I saw will stick with me for a while, but I want to do one last hurrah. I will get into contact with Mitchell Wilson again, and hopefully get set up with the tapes in possession of the other Peel police branches. I'll try to update you guys as soon as I can. I'm sure this won't take so long again. Thanks to everyone who still reads this.
Yeah, I think it's just more information about the story. Let's scroll and see if there's anything else.
So we got kind of a history of the creepypasta here.
Oh, I want to read through it?
Nah, not really.
We got the prologue in the beginning. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so basically he just saw all the episodes that got spooked.
Yeah.
The only thing that surprised me is the fact that he never found the guy who was responsible for all that. Maybe he did disappear, who knows? Of course it's a fictional story, but you gotta think give all the change over
Yeah,
time.
but this is
Also,
the thing about this one is this is a very real kind of evil. I could see some twisted motherfucker burning kids alive in the woods.
Especially in a place like Canada, which is probably the last place you expect something like this to happen.
Yeah. That took us how long? About
almost an hour. Yeah, I don't think we have that time to read another story unless you really want to.
I think we'll get into the games next.
Yeah, let's do that. I think with a story like that, I think we're gonna need a bit of a break for our audience. How about we do something fun? Something spooky but not terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me go into our footage, activate the display panel. Open the volume mixer. We got some Vampire Survivors to play.
Woo, let's go.
Now, if I want to get to the secret passage, I need to go down.
Oh, so we're just starting in the middle?
I was playing this like before we started stream, so yes.
Okay. So this is the game, huh? You're just who are you playing as?
I'm playing as Christopher Belmont right now.
Oh, cool. I like Christopher. He's pretty chill.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went with his original design and not the what's it called? There was
the WiiWare remake.
Yeah, that one. I think I'll grab the Laurel. The cool thing about this game is it has a Twitch mode where your viewers can vote on which item you get when you level up.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if we had more people watching, I would absolutely enable the Twitch mode. Yeah, that would prove an extra challenge, because I've got the guide on how to evolve items into their super form, but if the chat would probably not know all those, so I'd be limited to what the chat gave me. That would make playing this game much harder. Did you know the person who made this game originally worked on slot machines for casinos?
Oh, not surprising. Because, like, you know, slot games are still games, and so it wouldn't be hard transfer to like actual game development from there. In fact, I would argue it's easier transfer to game development from slot game making than from just regular programming.
Yeah. Lazy in the chat, there was a Russian serial killer that preyed on scouts. Remember, chat is a dick. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, I
Hey,
didn't...
Seth, remember the story about the Russian like sleep experiment?
Yes, I do. That one's famous. I always found it a bit overrated, but I definitely see why it got huge.
Is it because of like the poop on the wall?
No, I just think, I don't know. It just never really, I don't know. It just never really did anything for me. Now, I need to find the coffin with Julius Belmont in it, and I only have 5 minutes to do it in. Well, 4.5, actually. Because the thing about this game is each round or stage lasts 30 minutes, and then the Reaper shows up and nukes your ass. Now, you can kill the Red Reaper, but if you kill the Red Reaper, an unkillable pale death shows up, and a bell starts tolling, saying, yeah, you are done. You are over, good sir. Where on earth is that secret passage?
It's like something from a slot game, funnily enough.
Really?
Yeah, the animation? Exactly. Like if you got a bonus, exactly. Yep.
I guess so.
I do play slot games rather regularly. Not, like, you know, once in a while whenever I get paid, I would go.
Do I want the cross that turns into the Heaven Sword? Or do I take the additional charge for the Laurel? Yeah, I'll take the Laurel. I still need to get the Ventro Sakuro whip, which can be used to evolve the regular whip into the Bloody Tear and then the Flufawu. The covers of the Castlevania music in this are fantastic. Now the secret passage into the room with the coffin should be around here somewhere. It's in the bottom left of the library. Oh, that looks important. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if you can hear the music that the game's playing, but we got Bloody Tears going on.
Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Each character gets a different song that plays when you're playing as them. Oh my god, so many Cthulhus! Oh shit, no. No, please tell me I have revives. Oh good, okay, good.
They're hurry, man, they're ganging up on you, bro.
Yeah, I found it! Oh, this is not good. I was supposed to find this sooner. Oh no, no! Oh, none of these weapons are any good! Dang it! This is kind of like Gauntlet. Yeah, very much so. It's Castlevania does Gauntlet. Yes! Got him! That's what we came here for! Thank you, Christopher Belmont, but the vampire is in another coffin. Okay. Julius Belmont joins the survivors. And with him you can unlock Soma Cruz by defeating a certain boss. I can't remember which boss you need to beat, but it says the unlock conditions on the selection screen. I will banish the Santa Water. I have a lot of revives.
So how do you lose in this game? Do you just run a revive?
Well, as you can see with the Red Reaper, that is what happens at the end of the round, but you can kill that Reaper. You can run out of revives. The most effective way to kill the Red Reaper is to get the Clock Lancet and evolve it into the Infinite Corridor by getting the gold and silver rings. and using the laurel, which I have in my inventory, and getting the red fragments left and right half, and devolving it into the crimson shroud. Because the laurel grants you temporary invincibility, and the clock lancet can be used or the infinite corridor can paralyze death.
I see. Okay.
So we unlocked Julius and Simon Belmont.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, because
So is it just the Castlevania characters, or are there more beyond that?
oh, there's tons of characters. I've been doing the Castlevania DLC, but to show off the original characters, you've got Antonio Belprise, who is a parody of Simon Belmont. Imelda, who I think is a parody of, I don't know, Pascalina Belprise, Gennario. Actually, I think Antonio is more of a Trevor, and then Gennario is a Simon character. You've got Arca, who's clearly inspired by Alucard. You've got Porta, Llama, Poe, Old Man with Garlic, Clarice, Domario, Croci, which is a demon that uses a cross as his weapon. Very unusual. Christine, who I like to call Pocahontas. You've got Bayonetta, because her two sprites are that and that. Giovanna, which is a witch. Popea, an opera singer. Concetta. Mortasio, the skeleton. Cavallo, who throws a bouncing firework. I hate that, and I hate this character. He sucks. Ramba, who is a ghost of the old man, throws wheels at enemies. Au Soleil. Ambro Joe, who reminds me of a JoJo character, the one with the top hat. I can't remember if that's Speedwagon, Zappelli. You know JoJo better than I do.
Sort of.
Gallo, which starts with the clock lancet. Divano. Ziasunta Belplease, Boon Marabio, the Wolfman, a Christmas tree, a bird, a bone dragon monster, the Red Reaper. Yes, if you meet certain criteria, you can play as the Red Reaper that kills the character at the end of the 30-minute mark.
Oh, so then if you place the Red Reaper, who kills you at the 30-minute mark?
The Red Reaper.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Queen Sigma.
You can kill yourself then.
Yes. Robert. Oh, yes, Batman!
Oh, it is Batman. What the heck?
Yeah,
That's
you
funny.
unlock Batman by evolving the Bat weapon.
Alright. Santa!
Yes, Santa, who has a completely overpowered weapon once you evolve it. Space Dude, who's an alien that you unlock by surviving 20 minutes in Area 51. I mean, Space 54. There's a bunch of other characters. Miang. We got a bunch of characters I haven't unlocked yet. They added a bunch of characters through DLC. I played this game. I started this game when it was in its beta, basically unlocked everything, and then dropped it for a while. And then the Castlevania DLC got announced, and so now I'm like super behind. They did an Among Us crossover, a Contra crossover.
They give a Contra too? Oh, so they have a history with Konami then.
Oh yeah. So they did the Contra, and then as of today, we got the Castlevania DLC. You've got Leon. Yep, Grant Dynasty, Leon, Sonia Belmont, Trevor, Christopher, Simon, Just, Richter, Julius, Grant, John Morris, Jonathan Morris, Soma Cruz, Charlotte, Sypha, Yoko, Alucard, Eric Lucard, Hector, Maria Renard, and Shanoa.
Wow, they got everyone's here.
Yeah, that's actually the tagline they put in the Castlevania DLC is everyone is here.
Oh, that's perfect. They must be huge Smash fans then. Imagine if we got like what are game franchise could like work in this scenario? Do you think like Mega Man could work if they were to do that? We're looking out of
I could see
place.
them doing I could just see them doing a Mega Man DLC. What is this on? It's on Android, PC, Xbox. I think it's on Switch. It's on PS5. You can play this on just about anything. It's actually free on Android. I don't know if it has DLC on Android though. I know it has DLC on the consoles and the PC. So to unlock Soma, condition: defeat Gurgoth with Julius Belmont. I don't know who Gurgoth is. I wonder if we get Heart of Fire. I wonder what Heart of Fire is going to sound like.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, that's interesting. You can't pull Arcanas that are blacked out. So Julius cannot pull Heart of Fire as his Arcana.
Interesting.
Oh! I don't know if you can hear this, but it's playing Heart of Fire.
I know. Yeah, in Smash Ultimate they have the track with this Don't Get Fuma, I believe.
They have this track for what now?
They have the in Smash Ultimate they have the track with this Don't Get Fuma.
Huh.
I think so. It's been a while since I played Smash, I have to review that. But I don't think that is the case.
Oh yeah, and they have the merchant who looks like Saint Germain over here. He's not a DLC character. He's just in the game.
Oh, that's funny.
Take the alchemy whip. Oh wait, I just remembered. It's over here. I forgot I had Mad Groove equipped. There it is. Tira Jisu. Now you need this to evolve the alchemy whip into the vampire killer.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll grab the base whip too. Vinata's whip. Base area up by 20%. Okay, sure. Let's head inside the castle. Oh, that's in the wall. That looks like the floor for some reason.
Yeah, that's a pretty poor tiling thing right there.
Did you know that Julius Belmont was actually designed off of how Iga would dress around the office?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I wonder if Iga's gonna make any more Bloodstained games.
Well, let's wait and see.
Did you know that the Progs were getting ass mad about this game being successful when a woke game flopped?
What game?
I'm trying to remember which one, but people were really salty that Vampire Survivors was doing so well. That was some very entertaining drama.
When did this game come out again?
This game came out in... Oh, jeez. Let's look that up really quick. Oh, shit. Question chat. Have you been able to see the game?
No, they have.
Okay, good.
I know, because I was watching it in stream, so you're fine.
Came out in 2022.
Okay, so yeah, this is a while ago, because I know Conquer came out recently, but that game got canceled real fast. Because that came out like the last month, I think that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Vampire Survivors is on Switch. I can confirm that.
Awesome! Yeah, the game's actually fairly cheap, too, being an indie title and all that. Oh, cool, we got a boss circle. Big bat. That was awesome. I need the stone mask for the jet black whip. I have the hollow heart and the tiramisu. What evolves the... Oh shit. I don't... Yeah, I think... Venatus whip. Let me just open up my, browser really quick on my phone. Weapon evolution chart. Here we are. Now, you need the... Venatus whip plus the hollow heart gets you the the Aura Basher, the Aura Blaster tip. Okay. So the hollow heart does double duty here. We're gonna need the clover for the... Oh, which whip was it? I'm trying to remember.
Vampire Killer?
No. We got the tiramisu, so we can evolve the alchemy whip into the vampire killer. The Hydrostormer whip is created by using the dragon water whip and the attract orb. The Chrysogrim whip is created with the Sonic Whip and the Skull-O-Matic. I haven't unlocked the Sonic Whip as a weapon that is attained through level up. I need to play as Sonya to do that. Which one was it with the clover? Oh, you know what? I know. Find in page... Oh, that's the Platinum Whip. The Cross Crasher Whip is created with the Platinum Whip and the Clover. Okay, we don't need the Clover right now because we haven't unlocked it yet, so we'll grab the Ventus Whip in our level up. I am whip maxing. Oh hell yeah, stopwatch. I will need the stone mask, so I will take that and get the stone mask. And I will take that and get the attract orb. Now let's take that secret passage. Oh, it's not in this one. I still need the Ventro Sakuro. Oh yeah, you want to know something funny? Despite being called Vampire Survivors, there are no vampires in this game.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Not even Dracula?
Dracula might be, I don't know. But it's a running joke in the community that there are no vampires in Vampire Survivors. Which is strange, because I'd swear, unless I'm misremembering, the final boss that you fight in the cathedral level is a vampire. But maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a demon. Also, strangely enough, Soma's primary weapon in this that he starts out with is not a sword, but a fucking hand grenade. And it evolves into a rocket launcher. Now, if we want to unlock Hector or Isaac, I can never remember who is who. You need to pick up 7 karma coins. We have only found, I think, 2 so far.
Oh, I see.
And they have to be in the same. It has to be all be in the same round. Oh, it's the Medusa head. Hell yeah. I'll take the Sarabande of healing, because I'm going to evolve the whip into the bloody tear into the Flufaloo. I kind of wish that they gave you more than 30 minutes per round. I wonder if the 30-minute limitation is in adventure mode. They said they weren't. They said they weren't going to do a Castlevania adventure mode yet, but that they might in a future update. There is one complaint I have about this game. Guess what the Bible evolves into?
What's that?
A demonic Bible.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Then again, if that version of the Bible can evolve, is it really the Bible?
That's a good point. Somebody made a mod on Nexus mods that turns it into an exorcism handbook instead. Although, unfortunately, I have not been able to get that mod working.
Really?
Yeah, and it hasn't been updated since 2022 when this game came out. Oh, there's the Sakuro. Take the Ventro Sakura. Yeah, that one. Ooh, triple chest!
Ooh,
Ooh, baby, a triple! You mean to tell me you buffed up all my passives? Thank you, game, very nice. Again with the passive items. I wanted my active weapons buffed.
wait, why are you on fire?
Oh, I got a power up. There's a power-up that lets you spit fire at enemies for a bit. I can't remember the name of it, but it looks like a sponge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those like the dragon towers in the Castlevania game.
Yep.
You know, those skulls that you fire. Ah.
The bone pillars, they're called.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Alright, we can evolve the whip that Julius starts with into the super form.
Another passive ability, I'm assuming?
Nope, that's the Aura Blaster tip. When evolved, the Vinata's whip can... Oh, it didn't let me read it all the way. We're about to see what it does, though. I've seen videos where Julius uses, makes a giant cross of fire. So I'm wondering if that... Oh, there it is!
Whoa! That's awesome!
Yeah, that's actually from the video game, too. That's his, he gets that attack when he's in his, pinch mode in the boss fight with Soma.
Nice. And I need to buy more dishes, because I literally just ran out.
Alright, we have just created the Vampire Killer. And the Vampire Killer's nice thing is that it will do a Pillar of Light holy damage to certain enemies. Now, if we go north, let's zoom out on the map. We can skip the boss fight with the doppelganger. The question is, which boss... To unlock Soma, I need to get through the library and down to that other room, I think. This is a huge map. You need to rely on teleporters to get to where you need to go. You should see Alucard. Alucard is fucking crazy powerful in this game.
Oh.
I'll play as Alucard in the next round.
Nice.
The Jet Black Whip and the Stone Mask. And the Stone Mask is kind of a double reference, because it was a item in Castlevania that you can get as equipment, but I'm 80% sure that it was in Castlevania as a reference to JoJo.
Ah.
Because JoJo had that stone mask that turned Dio into a vampire. Oh, you got some Portrait of Ruin paintings in here too. That's cool.
Wow.
Oh, we're evolving a weapon? Which one is it? Ah, the Black Whip. Okay. Now, the Black Whip, when evolved, creates pillars of dark damage in a line.
Oh, wow. pretty cool.
Yeah, there we go. Beginning, list of weapons get +1 amount. The character's main weapon and its evolution gain +3 instead. Oh! The reason you can't choose Heart of Fire is because Julius comes with it by default!
Oh, stuff on. I didn't know that. Oh, you figured it out.
Yeah.
So characters can have default abilities that can also be pointed by other characters.
Yep.
Neat. That's pretty cool.
This is probably my second favorite rendition of Heart of Fire. My all-time favorite rendition is a version that uses the electric guitar that's on YouTube. I'll link it in the music channel on the Discord server later. Yeah, you demon scum! Get lit up like a Christmas tree! Oh, the Dragon Water Whip. Call me crazy, but I don't think there's enough enemies around.
Yeah, it seems kind of light.
Certain stages have different enemy spawn ratios. I think that the Castlevania one has a lower rate than most, because in most stages, I'm usually surrounded by enough enemies that I can complete every item evolution chain that I want to do. In this one, I've noticed it's a bit lower. And certain enemies, and the XP drop is lower too, I've noticed. But if we want to progress in the DLC and unlock more characters, we have to keep doing this stage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, we got a evolution. I wonder if it's the Bloody Tear. Yep, that's the Bloody Tear. Okay, yeah. Now that's as many enemies as I'm normally used to.
Ah, there we go. Whoa, that's crazy. So where are you heading?
Well, I'm trying to find the boss that unlocks that you're supposed to slay as Julius to unlock Soma. But I think I foiled this run because oh, yep, there's the Red Reaper. I'm gonna revive because fuck that guy. Oh cool, we got a stopwatch so we can actually do a bit of damage to the Reaper. This isn't the way you're supposed to do this, but there are other, like, unofficial ways to kill the Reaper. Alright, this ain't going anywhere. Alright, I'll just quit and cash in the leftover revives for 400. Oh!
Right.
We unlocked Hector!
Oh, nice.
Survived 20 minutes as Julius unlocked the Ventus Whip. Done. Nice. So who should I play next? Any requests?
Well, we just unlocked Hector, so why don't we go with him?
Alright. Oh, he starts with a mace. Gains a random familiar as a follower every 10 levels. Maximum 4.
Ooh.
So he doesn't start with any Arcanas, so we can just pick one. I'm gonna go with Mad Groove, just because that's the one that brings all the items to the center of the stage. Very useful. Oh, that is a shit weapon.
Oh, that's not good.
I'll take Alucard's sword. Oh wait, no, that was dumb! Why did I do that?
No! I'm so confused what's going on.
I'll take the Bible. Grab your Bible! Spin, spin, spin! The power of religion!
Hector's got a really bad weapon.
What was that?
I think Hector has a really bad weapon.
Yeah. I wonder... I think they rely on you getting those familiars. I'm guessing that the familiars are, like, stupid powerful. Oh. That's actually very nice. He has 22 rerolls, 26 skips, and 30 banishes. Well, I'll take the Clock Lancet. I'm gonna need Spellbinder to evolve the Bible. And Hector being a Forge Master, it actually makes sense that his Bible would be corrupted. Effect lasts 2 seconds longer, base damage up by 5. Oh yeah, there's the power-up that gives you Fire Breath. Oh yeah, there's a boss outside here. There's the plant one in the woods, but I've not faced the one over here. Still north, huh? Okay, looks like it's at the cemetery.
That's why you're not getting a mob of enemies, huh?
Yeah, we're not really equipped for it. The problem is that's also a bad thing, because the less enemies there are around you, the less XP you're getting. Oh! Scared Cardinal. Oh no, Sacred Cardinal, Sacred Turtle, Sacred Tiger, Sacred Dragon, Fairy, Pumpkin, Woodrod, Imp, Allied Ghost, Bitterfly, Ukobek. That Sacred Tiger looks kind of cool. Yeah, if memory serves correct, in Curse of Darkness, I think Hector's actual weapon was melee weapons, so swords, whips, axes. I've actually never played any of the 3D Castlevanias. No Lament of Innocence, no Lords of Shadow, no Curse of Darkness. Although, let's be real, I don't think Lords of Shadow is worth playing. Making the Belmonts relatives of Dracula is just stupid. That's also why I'm not a fan of Castlevania, what was it? The one with Sonia Belmont. Alright, we killed it. That's good. What's that? Rock Riot. Fires a projectile from a fixed location. Oh yeah, so Zoomer had another cringe take on Discord today.
Oh boy, what do you say this time?
Happy Reformation Day, everyone. There are no other holidays today. I'm like, my dude, are you really one of those no Halloween people?
Lame.
Zoomer has become the new Matt Walsh. He's just a young... I have a conspiracy theory that Zoomer is just Matt Walsh from like several years ago. He's the younger Matt Walsh. So, let's do Cardinal. They both hate anime. Actually, you know what? I wonder, does Matt Walsh celebrate Halloween, or is he that
I don't know. When we go to his YouTube channel, I can probably find out if he did an episode of Halloween or something. I don't know, there's something on his channel on Halloween. Let me get the Daily Wire app right back for there. Are you shitting me?
What?
There was an all-access live for Rex Cooper, and I missed it. Like, completely.
Oh, that's
I had no idea it was even
unfortunate.
happening. That's so weird, because usually the app would notify me if it's live, and, like, I got nothing. Oh, I know why, because I was working with my dad all day. We were cleaning out the shed of all the garbage. We didn't finish till, like, 5 o'clock.
Oh.
That's probably why I missed it, because otherwise, usually my stuff, it's because she used to do, like, it was Fridays first, then she did it to Mondays, then Tuesdays, then it was Wednesday, now it's Thursday, and I'm still kind of used to it. Oh well. That's annoying. What's weirder is that, like, there was an inkling, like, the day before. It looked like it was just shadow down, it was kind of annoying. I digress. Anyway, that's for another day. Yeah, I'm not even Halloween look at all, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I'm almost wondering if this post was meant to be satire, but Zoomer says supposedly believes that Harry Potter is better than Lord of the Rings.
That is a ridiculous take.
I know.
The guy who hasn't seen Lord of the Rings and is only still familiar, and at least still familiar with Harry Potter.
Yeah, here's my hierarchy of writing. At the top you have Lord of the Rings. Under that you have Narnia. And then under that you have Harry Potter.
Exactly. That's how it should.
Actually, no, I take that back. If I'm being completely real, I actually like Narnia more than I like Lord of the Rings.
I mean, let's see. The Catholics were not, some of my Catholic friends might not agree with that, but I personally have a problem with it. Because both J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis are very talented writers.
Yeah.
Plus, I think Lewis wrote more books in Narnia than Tolkien did in Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ah, dang it. Ooh! Very nice. I just realized I have no idea how you evolved the mace.
Just wait for a power pop up. I'm sure you'll get something. Oh, excuse me.
Find in page.
Oh, hey, by the way, I had second breakfast today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what happened was I was going to make breakfast this morning, but my dad decided to get Burger King because my mom got paid today. So he just went and did that. But then because the kids were trick-or-treating, I wasn't able to, like, I couldn't have anything to make dinner with. And I also want to go buy food because the kids were trick-or-treating. So I just made the breakfast sandwich and had it for dinner instead.
That's cool. Okay, now let's evolve that mace. That is the Alucard sword. Big hammer. Oh, somebody set off the cloister bell. Sky says I'm gonna get sober. I am in fact not sober right now. I am in fact more cowbell.
Hey, you want to look behind the call?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Scott, you want to join us? Let us know in the chat if you'd like to join us.
I will hop into the general chat right now.
Alright, here we go. Scott, you want to join us? You're more than welcome to.
Oh, and I died.
Bro,
Hello there. How are
So-
you, my friend? I haven't seen you in so long.
I've been fighting for my life out here.
Oh dear, how have you been feeling?
We taking a day right now.
I see, I see.
I like how you heard the words, Sky is no longer sober. And you said, hey, you want to invite Sky to join?
Yeah.
Well, I figured
Way
since
to
you were
enable
drunk...
me. Way to
No, I figured... Look, if you're anything like Seth, you're probably more, even more fun drunk than sober, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's have some chaos.
drunk
It's Halloween,
is
so why not?
Because I had a massive seizure, so I had to take my medicine.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're still in one piece. Seizures are no fun.
I had the foamy mouth issue.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was but yeah, other than that, doing all right.
Wind Whip
Yeah.
plus the crown gets you the Sonic Whip.
Whoa, what happened? Oh, did you switch characters?
Yeah, I died as Hector and I'm playing as Sonia Belmont now.
Excellent. You died as an illegal immigrant?
Hector?
Excellent.
Oh, no, not that Hector. That's the
Excellent.
But yes, Sky has seen me drunk. I was partially drunk. Yes. Remember that night I was playing Silent Hill and you joined me? I mentioned having drank like a glass of bourbon.
That all it takes to get you drunk. Oh, shit. Right.
Yes. You said "fuck you," and I made I casually remarked when and where, and then immediately regret.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. You crazy. You crazy.
Yes, I am.
What better way to what better way to celebrate all powerlifting than with some of my closest friends in the world?
Who's your closest friend in the world?
My good friend Seth, of course. He's my best friend in combat for the past 2 years at this point, right, Seth?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, technically, Seth and I knew each other like way longer than that, but like, I think once we started branch brothers together, until we started getting really close.
Yeah. And we more or less met through Smash Bros. And a mutual friend's Discord server.
It's crazy.
I know. How funny if the internet can bring people together who otherwise would probably never be in real life.
Yeah.
No, you know what's crazy is that you say that. So like, okay. So, how do I say this without sounding... Honestly, there's no good way to say this. If I didn't like Seth for other reasons, okay. Majority of my friendships right now that I have broken off, I have broken them off due to how they view politics. For some reason, Seth doesn't quite piss me off enough. So, I don't care. Which is shocking. Because I've dropped people for a lot less.
Wow.
So you should feel special, because whatever it is you're doing is working. For some reason, I am actually more afraid of sharing my opinions with you than I am most people.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that you like me so much, because you know, I've said how I feel about you. I definitely have feelings for you.
We disagree on stuff, but like for the most part, like okay. Like this is the weird thing is like for everyone else, when I disagree with them, I'm just like bye. Like we don't disagree in a way that makes me angry. I mean, like, sometimes I'm just like, why are you dumb? But also, like, not in a, I'm gonna smack you across the face and make you repent for your sins kind of, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah. There's not like a level of like...
I don't have an insatiable amount of rage when you speak. For whatever reason. I don't know what's stopping me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, people can disagree politically and still be friends. Hell, my dad is a...
Yeah, but like, a lot of times, people don't. Like, we don't just disagree.
Right.
People, like, heavily, like, it's like a big deal.
Well, me and my dad are polar opposites politically, but we still have a mutual respect for each other, because we both understand that we want the same thing, we just have very different ideas on how to get there.
Yeah, see, that's my thing. It's like, all in all, I just want people to be fucking nice to each other. I don't care how they do it, just be nice. Just be nice. How hard is it to just be fucking nice?
Yeah, unfortunately, civility has become a lost art in this day and age.
I was watching closing argument speeches from the 60s the other day, and I cried. Because the candidates were so nice, and no one was, like, insulting each other. They were actually complimenting each other. They were like, oh, you do really well at this, and I admire your aspect on foreign policy. Like, they were like, I was like, this is so weird. This is how America used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing in recent times that's even remotely close is probably the debate between J.D. Vance and Tim Wolf, because yes, they disagreed on a lot, but you didn't see the kind of like hostility you saw in like other debates.
Yeah, like I don't know. Being from Ohio and knowing JD Vance personally, like he's been around my area before, and he doesn't like kids. Which, here's the thing about not liking kids. You can not like kids. That's fine. But I'm just gonna assume. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm just gonna assume, because adults are far worse than kids, in my opinion. Adults are the actual worst fucking creatures on this planet. I'm going to assume that if you don't like kids, you're probably not a very nice person. And you can not like kids and be nice. But I'm talking about the people who are like, yeah, I fucking hate kids, fuck that little bitch. Like, I'm just gonna assume you're a really shitty person.
I'm actually kind of surprised to hear that, because J.D. Vance has kids of his own. 3 of them.
He does, but that doesn't mean he likes other kids. Like, I work with children, but if I had my own, I would be doing a lot of things differently. You know what I mean? Like, it's always different when they're your own.
I see.
100% of the time, you treat your kids different than other kids. Whether it's nicer or meaner is up for debate, but like 100% of the time you treat other kids differently. And I'm actually guilty of doing that with my students. Like, my students, I treat them nicer than the other teacher's students, because they're mine.
Right.
Like, I own custody of that one, you're not allowed to yell at him. Only I am.
You know, I always find it really fascinating how some teachers have this sort of like parental connection with their students. And I even noticed it growing up. Yeah, I noticed that a lot with the female teachers especially. Like, even when I was growing up, I noticed how, like, when I was like a female teacher student, they treated me better than other female teachers. Not that the others were bad, but like, I noticed it was just a different relationship with like
So those are the teachers who either have kids, want kids, or actually like their job. But sadly, there are teachers out there who, and I've had several of them, who aren't like, they don't like their job. And it's bizarre, because I'm like, you have to have this you can quit. No one's keeping you here. You can leave.
Yeah, you can tell how the teacher is based on how they interact with the students. Like, if they're constantly like being hostile, have unnecessary standards and things like that.
You can tell how a person is based on how they act with children. Because, like, children are innocent. They have the tendency to be mean, but children lack the understanding of social interaction, so much so that, like, hating children as a whole tells me way more about you as a person than it does about the children you're interacting with.
Yeah. One of my closest friends actually admits to not liking children, and I find that difficult to believe, because how can you hate children?
Well, see, here's the thing. Children are difficult. Like, I get it. They are preaching to the choir here, okay? Like, I get it. Children are they can be little monsters, but they are so socially inept to the point where if you actually decide you hate children based on an interaction or two with, like, a toddler, you're the problem. Because toddlers are literally, like, at that point, we don't develop the ability to sense empathy for other people until we're well into our almost like 8 and 9 years old is when I would say most kids have developed some sort of empathy. But,
Right.
like, there are people who don't understand. Like, I'm like, that's a baby you're screaming at. A baby whose only way to tell you it's uncomfortable is like, and it's really hard. Again, I work with them. It's my job to take care of screaming babies. That's all they do to me. That doesn't mean they don't like me or that they're unhappy necessarily. It's literally their only form of telling me that something is uncomfortable for them or that they're just bored. Like, babies will just scream if they're bored. And I'm like, the second I look at them, they're fine. Like,
See, that's the challenging part, though. It's like not so much if the kid cries, but like why is the kid crying? It could be like a million different things.
oh yes, 100%. There are, and it's typically there are ways to rule it out because like I'm like, okay, I know you're not hungry because you ate an hour ago, so your next bottle's not for 2 more hours. And then like another thing to rule it out would be like, okay, you only slept for 20 minutes and you normally sleep for 2 hours. So that's when you put the baby in the crib and you let them cry and see if they fall asleep within a normal time frame. They say you should only really let a baby cry for 15 minutes in the crib before you intervene. But I have found that like if 15 minutes go by and the crying is stopping, let them be. Don't move, don't breathe, don't do anything.
Right.
Let it happen. Let it happen. And 9 times out of 10, they fall asleep. But like, with babies, it is a process of elimination, and it's exhausting. But like, you're only out, like, that's what you have to do. And this is why there are people out there who should never have children. Ever. Like, and I think most people are aware of the fact that they should never have children. But like, this is why I strongly believe that every person who wants to have kids should have to sit in a room with a baby for a day and like actually take care of a baby and see what it's like, because sometimes they just cry for no fucking reason at all. Sometimes they just cry to hear their own voice. Like, that's stressful. And I have 5 of them. I'm taking care of 5 of them at any given moment. Like, I am a firm believer that some people should just never be around. Ever.
Oh, Garlic has jumped into my lap.
Garlic! Wait, actually, I don't want him. He got fleas.
Not anymore, he don't.
Yeah, he got treated.
He's stinky then. Stinky boy. Uh-oh, stinky. Uh-oh, stinky.
Yeah, going up, that was my dog up until about a few hours ago, but we just got him groomed and he's all nice and clean.
Aww.
They even did a little bit for Halloween, it was adorable.
That's sweet boy. That's stinky boy.
Hey Scott, do you see any parallels between like taking care of a pet and taking care of a kid?
No. The only parallel is like you feel an undeniable amount of love for something you never thought you could love that much. Like it, and it's weird because like it really doesn't hit you until it's your own kid. It like the babies I take care of are adorable and everything, but like I don't really feel any emotional attachment to them whatsoever. Like, I'd be sad if something happened to them, or I wasn't taking care of them anymore, but like, I don't feel like, outside of work, I don't feel motivated to interact with babies.
Huh.
That I, like, because It's so hard to explain. The maternal instinct when you hear a crying baby, to know if yours is working is if you hear a crying baby and you don't think, why is no one helping that baby first before you think, God, that cry is so annoying. That's how you know if you have a maternal instinct that is working. If your first thought is, God, that kid's so fucking annoying, you probably lack maternal instincts in that sense. Like, your first thought was not to get help or see if the child is being helped, but to be annoyed.
Right.
Like, and some people will jump the gun with that one and say, well, it's annoying. Yeah, it can be, but that's a baby. It doesn't know better. It's communicating. That's how they do that. Like, it's saying something is wrong, and your first thought is, why is it freaking doing that? I'm trying to tell you why. People piss me off. I don't know. Like, how... I don't understand when it became cute and quirky to hate babies, but it really pisses me off.
I don't think it ever became cute or quirky to do that.
It's a thing. It's a thing, I promise. Like, I've been to large gatherings before and heard people say, like, oh yeah, I fucking hate babies, it's so annoying. I'm like, you were a baby. Aren't you so glad that your mom didn't think you were that fucking annoying? Fuck, like, relax. Not that
You know,
deep.
perhaps there could be an overlap between the people who don't like kids and the people who don't want kids.
Well, there is, but like, why, that's an inside thought. You know what I mean? That's an inside thought. We don't have to say that out loud.
Yeah, typically by the time you become an adult, you should know the difference between, like, thinking that thought and whether or not to say it out loud in public time.
Well, it can be tricky if you have autism.
Yes.
I know that.
Everyone on this call is on the spectrum.
I never know what an inside thought could be, but most people don't. Most people. Not all, but most people. Shouldn't have to be prompted to know. That's like actually not that funny. I know
Yes. Did you do something with Hydro Storm?
Yeah. Evolving the blue whip in lets you use Hydro Storm.
Nice.
fucking nerd.
Yeah. No
What can I say? I love Castlevania because it lets me beat up on my childhood boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, my childhood boogeyman was literally the boogeyman.
Yeah,
Really?
for me it was
From
vampires.
VeggieTales. No, from VeggieTales.
Ah.
God is bigger
Than the boogeyman.
No, he's not. That boogeyman is. I've seen him. He's scary. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Ow.
Yeah, when I was younger, I had reoccurring nightmares about vampires eating me alive.
Ooh, you can tell me about those.
Yeah.
In other words, what if I just jumped off a fucking roof right now? That would be so cool.
It wouldn't really solve anything though, would it?
No, but it would be funny as fuck.
I fail to see the humor in this.
You know, I actually know a person who...
I'm making a non-literal joke.
I know.
Well then, you should see the humor.
Nah.
Guys, my
I got
teeth
the...
hurt.
Oh, why's that?
Because I brushed them really hard the last couple days.
What kind of brush did you use?
A toothbrush? What kind of brush are you using?
Well, I'm only asking because, like, there's different levels of, like, toothbrushes, and there's some that, like, Doctor say
I don't
dentist
know.
they usually use.
I got it from the gas station. Fucking fine now.
I can't imagine that would be very high quality.
It's a toothbrush, okay? Just be happy I brushed them. Goddamn.
I need to replace my toothbrush. That poor toothbrush is just so mangled at this point, but I keep using it.
Okay, let me ask you this. What was the last time you changed your toothbrush?
Last year.
You what?
Sad. Sad.
What?
That's an inside thought right there.
Oh.
I would never admit that out loud. Ever. Last year?
Sky, do you know how many inside thoughts I do filter? It's a lot, okay? I'm trying my best here.
It literally it's less than $1 to buy it at a gas station. Just go to the gas station and buy a toothbrush. Get yourself something nice. Go buy yourself something nice on me.
I will replace the toothbrush. I will order it on Amazon right now. I will pause the game.
Oh my god, just go to a fucking grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, Steph, you can't be more than like $5 for a toothbrush, depending on the brand. Unless you get one of those like high-end like electric toothbrushes.
Oh no, I stopped using electric toothbrushes because the motor in them dies.
Yeah, that's called replacing the batteries.
No.
right?
The batteries I tried. The motor was just straight up dead.
Did you put it in your vagina, Seth?
I'm a guy. I don't have a vagina. I have a dick.
I know that a lot of girls put their toothbrushes in their vagina if they're electric, but you really shouldn't do that.
I've always wondered about that. Nope, that's an inside thought too. I'm sorry.
Wait, you won't
I said I've always wondered if girls do that, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, that's an inside thought. I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, personally, I have never done that because it's my toothbrush. And if I wanted pussy breath, I would go get some pussy.
Well, right, but I imagine you'd use the handle end, not the brush end.
No, you use the electric end.
Wouldn't it like severely hurt you if that were to happen? I would imagine, yeah.
I've never done it. I'm just saying, that's the part, that's what makes sense to me. Like, if you were gonna, what is this stream right now?
I have no idea.
It was reading creepypastas and playing Vampire Survivors, and now I'm buying a toothbrush.
Wait, you guys have creepypasta without?
Oh,
We've been reading creepypastas since Sunday. You just haven't been here.
Have you done Ben Drowned yet?
No, we have not. We did.
That was my favorite.
We did Devil's Toy Box, Lavender Town, 1999, Bedtime.
Bedtime was long. That took us 3 days to read that story.
Wait, you guys done Symmetry? You gotta do Symmetry, that one's spooky.
Maybe we'll do that for next Halloween.
I don't know if that one's actually a creepypasta, but it is a creepy audio to listen to.
Oh yeah, see, I can get it tomorrow. I can get this 4-pack of toothbrush, or however the fuck many, by tomorrow at noon.
Why are you getting a 4-pack, bro?
It was cost effective.
Oh, he doesn't have to buy one for 4 more years, obviously.
Never mind.
You guys men piss me off, god damn it.
Yes, but I don't piss you off enough to unfriend me, which is very nice.
Somehow. I don't know how. I question it every day. I'm like, why do we still get along? Like,
I would guess that we both have feelings for each other, just based on what you've told me, but I'm not sure.
I would guess that I'm violently manic. Or maybe it has something to do with my crippling abandonment issues.
Yeah, I have those too.
Well, you know what, guys? You know what people think? Opposites attract.
I mean,
I'm gonna murder you. While you... And I'm gonna make Seth watch, actually.
Why would you do that to me, Sky? What did I do to you?
So you don't... you can get your closure on how it happened.
Okay, that is incredibly considerate, but still, I'd rather you just not kill Rick.
Yeah, I haven't found my player 2 yet.
Thank you for thinking of me. What? I didn't have to do that. Oh, you're so sweet. You invited me? What the heck? I didn't... Oh. Would you let me do the honors? Like, just like this one time. Can I put the knife in? You can take it right back out, but can I, like, try it?
I think you have to fly to his house first. And pet Garlic. You gotta pet Garlic. At least
I
once.
technically don't have to fly. I could just drive. It would be really stupid if I did that, but...
That's what I'm saying.
I
probably wouldn't.
Real offer, I would totally pay for a plane ticket out here for you.
Dude, I would... Are you for real?
Yeah.
Because I'd do it. I would do it.
Once I get my debt paid off, abso-fucking-lutely.
What debt?
I owe my mom, like... I owe my mom money for, like, months that I wasn't able to pay rent because I wasn't working, because I was in trade school, remember?
Oh, right, that part. Yeah.
Yeah. Once I pay that off and pay back Dad for helping me pay for Garlic's vet visit, I will absolutely buy you a plane ticket out here and we can hang out.
Co-streaming.
Hell yeah!
You said that in such a girl boss way. Please do that again. That was so funny. Bro said, hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Wow!
Yes, cool.
I actually do have a second office chair right here that's like, it's a bit beat up from Garlic scratching it, but we could actually co-stream. I do have a second chair right next to my desk.
That wasn't a question. That was a demand. We will be co-streaming. That was not... I wasn't asking you if you wanted to. I was telling you you will be.
Oh, demanding co-star now. This is gonna be exciting.
This is what you asked for, okay? You asked for this. All of you are responsible.
I share my credit in this recent development.
I don't know how you're responsible, but you are. You just are.
Yes, I see. Alright, Seth, what's going on here? What are you doing?
I'm trying to decide if I go for the boss with Julius to unlock Soma, or if I play as Simon and level up his stuff to unlock another character. Evolve the Wind Whip. Oh, to unlock Juice, you have to What's up?
What?
No, you cut out. You cut out when you were saying something.
I said neither do hardcore drugs.
Yeah, I don't. We don't touch drugs. I do not associate with drugs.
Oh, you're no fun.
Well, you're lucky he doesn't.
My family has a history of schizophrenia. We don't need to set that off. If that shit is fucking dormant.
Sarcastic. Damn it.
Wait, hey Seth, do you think tobacco could trigger that or no?
No, supposedly marijuana can. Allegedly, I don't believe it, but I'm not gonna take the, I'm not gonna run the risk and fuck around with it on the off chance that I'm wrong.
Fuck around and find out. Ow. Sorry.
I imagine other psychedelics probably could if weed could. Like, I would not fuck with LSD.
Weed is not a psychedelic.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
It's... I don't even think it's any... Like, it's a drug, but it's not like a... It's not under the hardcore list. Like, you can't...
Yeah, I'd say it's kind of weird when it comes to weed. Basically how it works is that you have to choose between a gun license and a weed license.
I pick weed.
I pick gun.
Do that because, weed is a big, like a super big help in the epilepsy community. THC I have a friend who, she's severely disabled, but we stayed in the hospital together, and she went from having upwards of 300 seizures a day to only like maybe 30 at max.
Wow, that's pretty good.
She's taking THC extract, which essentially means she's high, but because of the way that it works in the blood and the brain or whatever, it slows them down, and that's actually a really common thing for people with epilepsy. Like, THC is drastically improves people who have epilepsy. But it wouldn't do anything for me because I have other issues that are unrelated to it, so.
Oh, wait, I have a brilliant idea. Sky, you can start a wheel farm, and then Smith, you can defend it with your firearm. It's brilliant.
That is not the worst idea.
Sky, you ever play Stardew Valley by any chance for Harvest Moon?
Oh, dude, Sky loves that game. Sky has tried to bully me into restarting the Stardew Valley stream, but nope, I am waiting for those mods to update. I got too far in. I will not abandon my progress. That's happened too many times.
Oh yeah, what were those mods again? Was it just like an HD pack, or was it like...
No, it was like a slew of them.
I'm gonna do something. I don't know what, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be your fault.
If it's reading a book, I highly encourage you.
Oh, fuck you. What's that supposed to mean? What are you implying? Huh?
I don't know, do you like reading?
Yeah, but reading is hard.
No, but I figured you'd use something that you like, right?
Oh yeah, Rick, I have a question. Do you want me to tell you what your Christmas present is this year?
I'd rather take a surprise for when it arrives. Well, let me ask one question though. Is it a physical gift or a digital one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, that's all you need to know. That's it.
He didn't answer your question.
It comes on a physical device, but what's on that? But the device itself is not what's important.
It comes? It comes?
Sky. Can you not do gremlin mode for this, please?
Why?
I know, Seth, we're approaching midnight of my time. So, you know, anything can happen.
Oh
It's
my god.
Halloween after all.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. Halloween is perfect time for gremlin mode.
It is. Oh god, it is late. Crap.
I am so lucky that I don't have a morning meeting tomorrow.
I gotta work early.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Scott, you have to go for work early to fuel my culture for that.
I don't wanna get up.
I mean, if worst comes to shove, you could take a sick day as well. I don't know if you can do that.
I kind of went home sick. That's the problem. I haven't been sick today, so.
Well,
What
I
else?
wouldn't have been up to your best judgment. We'll leave that to you then.
The thing you need to know about Skyrick is that Sky has chronic insomnia.
I have chronic everything. The fuck?
Well, yes, but
I also have hypersomnia at the same time.
oh, so you'll have those days where you'll just sleep for like 12 hours?
I can sleep for an entire day.
Jeez.
Oh, so you're like a bear.
Morning and night.
Yeah,
And then
you
I'll-
have to know those lines of like. I was gonna say, like, they sell like blinds that you can put in your window that completely block out all sunlight.
Oh yeah,
And
blackout
also
curtains. Those things are awesome.
I would love them, but I would use them way too much.
I actually hesitate to use the curtains in my bedroom because if I forget to open them before falling asleep, I'm not waking up in the morning. I'm one of those people who it'll be 8 o'clock, and if it's gray out, I'm just going back to bed. Because my brain goes, no, that's not 8 o'clock, that's like 6 a.m. weather. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah.
One of those days, right?
We have, like, tornado weather up here right now because a giant fucking cold front came across yesterday, and it was huge. It was literal statewide. It was just this giant belt going across the entire... Oh my god! It's actually going all the way from Quebec down to Mexico now.
Jeez.
Whoa.
It's really past us, but it's this massive belt. And all it is just storm clusters. And yesterday they were super scary looking, but it looks like now they're just rain. Yesterday there were like so many tornado watches in the states next door to us. I was like, ah.
Well, I am having to hear it calm down since then. I dread to hear what would happen if it got worse on place southward.
Do 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 do. Okay, wait. Seth, hear me out.
Yeah?
Hear me out.
Okay.
Smash Pass. The pumpkin guy from Animal Crossing.
Oh, Jack?
Yeah.
Well, I think Jack's a dude, so pass.
Oh my god, stop letting that be the reason. Stop.
Well, still, you gotta keep in mind, not everyone's bisexual like you are.
No. Stop.
Is Jack in New Horizons by any chance?
What?
From Animal Crossing, is Jack in New Horizons?
Yes.
Jack on character? Ah, I figured.
Yeah, these all suck.
Reroll. So how do you get the cards again? How does that come up? Is it like a little thing, or is it just like,
Occasionally enemies, at certain points in the stage's timer, enemies will appear that drop purple chests, and you will get these, Arcana cards.
Oh, right. Okay.
Interestingly, some characters will come with Arcanas, like we saw with Julius. Others do not come with any Arcanas.
Right.
And with that, we evolve the Wind Whip, and we will unlock Richter by doing that.
Oh, nice.
I take it you're more of a Richter fan than a Simon fan?
Yeah, I will admit this though. Like when the Belmonts were first announced in Smash Ultimate, there was a lot of rumors that Simon was going to be an Ultimate before it was officially announced, and so a part of it was kind of accepting him. So when he showed up, I was like, "Oh, wait, the Simon thing." But I was like, "Yeah, that kind of makes sense," because everyone was saying that, and like, yeah, now people got what they wanted. But then when Richter showed up, bro, I was like, "Who the freak is this?"
Guys, I have a spending problem.
You have what now?
A spending problem.
What are you
Oh,
buying this time?
I bought $70 worth of stuff off the
oh, that's the
You're not
Sonic Whip. I'm a dumbass.
Dude, there's no way this girl is getting married and I'm not.
Ooh.
She's so fucking annoying. How is it possible that she got engaged before I did?
I'll marry you.
She looks like... I can't. The more I look at her, the angrier I get. I can't.
Well, the good news is, Sky, I think we have a pretty good sitter right here at the show for you. That could help to rectify the situation.
I forget. Sky, are you... Was it you that said you're able to officiate weddings?
Yes.
Okay. I knew somebody who could do that, but I couldn't remember if it was you or Rick.
Yeah,
Well, definitely not me. Definitely not me.
I got bored during COVID and did it. It wasn't hard.
Actually, so Sky, let me ask you this. Can you officiate your own wedding? Or does someone else have to do that?
That is a very good question.
I think it depends.
That jingle is really addicting.
I know, right? This whole game is really addicting.
Oh, the jingle for the treasure box thing. When you get that treasure chest, the song that's playing. Yeah, that part.
Hollow heart, I will need that.
So you did not get the window. You got the.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Rick?
No, I was gonna say,
yeah.
like, you didn't get the wind whip, you got the sonic one.
Yeah, I have... Simon starts with the wind whip, but the sonic whip I had with Sonia Belmont, and I was like, why didn't it evolve? I got the crown. Lo and behold, I had the wrong thing. I need the skull for, to evolve Sonia's whip.
Do you guys know about the election that's happening in Ohio?
Not really. I don't live in Ohio, so I don't follow Ohio's local elections.
Okay, well, it's becoming sort of a meme because they are pushing out these political commercials that are so bizarre. Like, we've had the same guy for a while, and he's liberal, but like not over the top. And the commercials are things like Jared Brown voted to abort babies five months after they were born. Like this, or Jared Brown wants to send your children to a public library funded by drag queens to have sex changes. Like, and I'm not even exaggerating. That's what these commercials are saying. It's so bad and so weird.
Sheesh!
And so I just saw a post that said Jared Brown released 47 feral raccoons in my house and I now have rabies.
That's great.
And somebody said, I don't know if this is an endorsement or a repudiation. Way too liberal. Rabies have a 100% mortality rate. If untreated, go to the doctor. Jared Brown called me a little bitch baby for liking the Muppets.
My friend Rinny was posting on Twitter the other day that she wants to get a pet raccoon, and that's all I can think of now.
Bernie Morano tied me to a radiator and fucked me in the mouth. Holy
What the
These
shit?
comments are way too crazy. This is like an Instagram Reels type shit. Just as long as he isn't providing tampons for them. Yeah, the other guy who's paying for these commercials, by the way, voted against having tampons in the, against having free tampons in the school bathrooms and stuff. We have to pay for those, in case you didn't know.
Now, for Peter's reference, which bathrooms are we talking about here?
Female.
Just curious.
I'm gonna fight God. Stop it. What if I started like growling at you every time you said something stupid?
You would have the voice of a death metal singer in like a week, and you know it.
Yeah, you could probably get you for death metal band if it was good enough.
I have to enjoy the calm before the candy Halloween storm tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
this
kids
is
are
why I actually bought a,
So I work with babies, so we should be alright.
Yeah.
I'm actually taking tomorrow night off to make caramel apples for, when my friends visit me on Saturday. We're gonna have some belated holiday. Can you mail a caramel apple? Does that work?
No.
Oh.
Hey, that baby is ignoring the seatbelt laws, guys. Not cool.
That's not good. Where's the kid's parenting wheel?
Up your butt.
Hey, Seth.
What?
Listen to this post that this guy made. Ready? As men, we are all bisexual. If we're not already sleeping with other men, it is a secret desire we have. I am speaking for all men.
Well, that's just incorrect.
It's a joke.
I know.
And I think personally this might be exactly about you. I think you're secretly gay.
Look, I know I get no girls, but that doesn't make me gay by default.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I know.
No bitches, so you're gay?
No, I say I know
You're
that.
gay because you have a. Never mind, I can't say that on stream.
More words. No, because I was supposed to say, Seth has had plenty of girlfriends in the past. It's just nothing
Why are you?
really.
Hey! Chill. You don't gotta defend his ego. You're making him look bad.
Oh, no, I was just saying a true thing. That's
I'm gonna kill you.
don't worry, Sky. I assure you, there's no one else in this life. I promise you that. As of right now.
Rick, I think she knew that already.
Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
He was saying, "Oh, Sky, don't worry. There's no one else in Seth's life. I can promise you that." And I'm like, Rick, I think Sky already knew that.
Well, the fact that you weren't paying attention kind of confirmed that for me, so there's that there.
My wife. Trump announces he wants to put RFK Jr. in charge of women's health. Wait. Why are men in charge of women's health again? Funny, the
No,
man
you're gonna
has
put him on like
37 years. Wait,
I know he said something.
that RFK? Wait a minute. The guy who had 37 affairs?
I don't know.
I was aware of
Am
that.
I being messed with right now? Like, am I on TV?
I mean, you are on
Hold
a
on,
stream.
I'm wearing quite revealing pajamas right now.
Where'd you get them from? VIP?
No, I bought them off the TikTok shop for $4.
Oh, wait, hold on. Was this a while ago then? Because I already seen you bought them on TikTok like just now. I'm assuming it wasn't that.
No, I bought a cup on TikTok shop just now that has my medication name on it, so I remember to take it.
Smart.
That should be smart, yeah. Wait, let me ask you this. You didn't buy this clothing line from 10, Shein, did you?
No. God,
Okay,
no.
phew.
No, I said TikTok shop. Keep up.
No, I'm just saying, because Shein does still on TikTok. That's why I brought that up.
I think I bought it from a small business.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. Sorry.
Actually, this might surprise you, Rick, but Richter is my second least favorite Belmont.
Oh, really? Who's your least favorite one?
That would be Juiced.
Oh, I can't fault you. Juice is kind of boring.
Well, there's two reasons I don't like Juiced. One, the game he's in has awful music. And two, no, I think that's actually it.
Yeah, guys, for context, like, the music from the game Juice is from is so terrible that there's not a single track from that game in Smash Ultimate.
Lazy. Guys, I bought pink license plate covers with little bows on them.
Oh, that's
Nice.
adorable.
I love them.
Actually, no, I take it back. I think Sonya's my least favorite Belmont of them all. Because Juiced as a character I like, it's just that his game is, well, questionable.
Yeah.
It's not the worst Castlevania, but it is far from a favorite. But Sonya Belmont, her being canonically fucking Alucard, making the Belmonts relatives of Dracula, that's just stupid.
Well, the good thing is that game is actually not canon, so it didn't really change all that.
Right, but then Lords of Shadow happened, and it fucking stupid shit all over
you're
again.
Right, that happened. You're right. I almost forgot about that. Well, that's a different universe, but that's not the main universe.
Yeah, but it's still the same concept, and I fucking hate it.
So, question: how many revives do you get?
I actually don't know. It seems to be dependent on character.
What if I just sharded?
You have my condolences then. Oh, it's the Red Reaper. Cash in. I have 6 revives. Why do I have 6 revives? I used 1 at least.
What if I just went into a pond and, like, didn't swim? I just drowned.
That would be a problem.
Would it? Would it be a problem? Would it?
Well, it wouldn't really solve anything.
Those lights off. Get them off. They're too bright.
Wait, why the fuck did I unlock Juiced and not Richter?
You got juiced?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
why don't we try him out then?
Can receive Belnade's spellbook as a 4th level up option until level 7. Every 6 levels automatically levels up any equipped spell from the Belnade's spellbook. Okay. Richter. To unlock Richter, evolve the Guardian's Targe. What does the Guardian's Targe evolve with?
Hey Sky, you have to choose. Would you rather buy a donut from Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts?
Never had Krispy Kreme, so.
Yeah, I would say Dunkin' Donuts for me.
We don't have one around here. Never been to one.
Yeah,
but I get Dunkin' almost every morning, so.
Oh, what do you usually get? Like a breakfast sandwich of some kind?
No, I have my own special order.
Oh. Is it a both food or is it just a drink?
I just get drink.
Ah, I see.
I need to go lay on the floor of an animal shelter, I think. I think that would cure me. If I just laid on the floor and let the animals surround me. Wait, is that what pugs are supposed to look like?
What?
Wait.
They're so cute like that. Why would they ever smush their faces in?
Because
They're
people
so
are retarded.
Cute, yeah, they look so cute when they can breathe. Oh my god, I hate pugs, but this one looks normal.
And it also depends on like the breed of the pug as well, because I know if you like breed dogs in a certain way, they can get some really like messed up genes.
I have genes.
What kind of jeans?
Blue jeans.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I got rid of
What
that.
happened?
I picked up the wrong. I got to start over.
Aw, darn.
My Socratic joint hurts.
I didn't know there was a Socratic joint.
It's in your back. By your butt. Kinda.
Oh, is that what that is?
I can't decide if I want to be the bigger person or the bigger problem right now.
Well, you just kind of told us about this, so unless there's something else, you either want to or don't want to tell us.
Sky, did that sentence make sense to you? Because it didn't make any sense to me.
No, I'm trying to say, like, if there's something you want to tell us, you can tell us, but if there's something you don't want to tell us, you don't have to tell us.
Oh.
Unless it's something you don't want to say but feel like saying, in which case, I believe that's your discretion.
In the club, we all fam. Everyone listen to me, yeah.
That is what we are all here for.
For the first time in 130 years, Mount Fuji is without a trace of snow by the end of October.
My sister told me the exact same thing when I dropped her off for her Halloween party.
This is insane.
It is quite fascinating. I'll have to check in on the mountain next year.
I want to just see Mount Fuji with all the snow caps on.
I would say, yeah, just give it like a year. Maybe it'll come back next year. No.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because, like, global warming will be gone next year. Ooh, Lego just announced a botanical garden.
Oh, nice.
Pretty.
The thing that makes me have a hard time believing in global warming anymore is there has been climate alarm. Are you gonna just keep calling me dumb, or am I gonna be able to talk?
No, you may not speak. No.
Well, fuck you. I'm gonna anyways.
Your argument sucks. I don't believe you.
There have been articles about this shit since the 1960s that have been.
It doesn't just stop.
Right, but they've been predicting catastrophic scenarios since the 60s that have it's been wrong. They've always gotten it wrong.
How about I blow your mind for a minute? You know what Revelation says?
What?
That God promises to destroy the world by fire a second time.
Yes.
So, could that not also equal global warming to you?
Not really.
That's how I determined it. I'm like, it doesn't have to mean literal explosions and shit. Like,
I always had it figured that it was referencing the sun expanding and barbecuing us all.
But see, like, that's the thing. There's many interpretations, but we're looking at one of them right now, all the time. Like, we see one happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It could be, but I think when it comes to Revelation,
But also,
there's a
if
lot
you
more
look
like...
at all the rivers that are dried up, like historic rivers that are dried up, I mean, and the fact that Antarctica is almost gone, I mean, like, there's evidence everywhere. My tummy hurts. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Is it because you're hungry or because you gotta go to the bathroom?
It could just be gas.
It is none of those things.
Oh, are you pitching yourself?
No? Do you do that?
I mean, I chew on my hand from time to time, but not right now.
You chew on your hand? Are
Yeah.
you hurting?
Yes.
I'm gonna be an alcoholic for Halloween.
Oh, that's weird.
No,
You can't
I
get
forgot to feed my children.
You can't get the
Sorry.
skull.
Ah!
Demons here! Demons there! Demons everywhere! Ring of destruction?
Oh shit. Okay, the Guardian's gonna chase me anyway. That's just what I needed.
Oh no! He's in trouble!
Oh shit!
What happened?
I walked into the Guardian because I spaced out for a second.
Oh. Almost there, buddy. You almost got him.
Okay, I gotta go to bed. I'm going to sleep. Good night.
Good night, Sky.
Alright, good night, my friend. Alright, so I'll say this. Once we finish turn wave, how about we just wrap up the stream here? Because we've been running for over 3 hours at this point.
Oh, so we have. Well, no, we've been at it for exactly 3 hours.
You're... Even kill that Guardian at least, that'd be nice.
Now we evolve Juiced Slip. What does that get us?
I have no idea. Is there a way to like move up on that menu?
No, it doesn't let you see.
Alright. Well, let's keep going for now.
Oh, so that's what that does. Let's evolve the discus next.
Alright.
Oh, that's weird. Got him. Ooh, that's an EXP multiplier. Permanently boosts the amount of EXP we get from the experience gems.
Nice. Oh, I just realized you have not entered the castle yet.
No, I have not. Man, even Juice's whip is underwhelming when it evolves. It just shoots a thing of arrows. Why hasn't the discus evolved? Oh, the Parm Aegis has to be maxed out. Okay. But yeah, no, the reason Richter is kind of low on my Belmont ranking is he's the idiot that cursed the entire family bloodline so that they couldn't touch the vampire killer for several generations.
Oh yeah, I see. I mean, in his defense, he was manipulated by the Dark Lord who's working with Dracula.
Yeah, he was possessed by Shaft, but still.
Yeah. Also, after submitting that, he did spend the rest of his life repenting on what he did and trying to like make right in spite of like mistakes he made.
That is true. Give me the Parm Aegis, dang it. No such luck. I wonder which Castlevania had the discus as a weapon.
Is the song from Juice's game?
Yeah, it's a very remixed version of the first song that you hear in the game. Dun, 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 dun. Admittedly, this rendition of it isn't too bad. I think I know what the problem with the composition of the of Aria Harmony of Dissonance's music is. I wasn't able to put my finger on it until very recently. The music from Harmony of Dissonance sounds like it comes out of like a horror film instead of the typical action. Like it, a lot of the Castlevania games have high energy, very action-oriented music. Whereas Harmony of Dissonance music sounds like it came from like a Hammer horror film. Is that gonna give me the Parmages? Nope, that is the Wind Whip. And still no skull. That is so weird. Yeah, I guess I'll grab that one. I wonder what I should do for dinner tonight.
Well, what did you have for dinner yesterday?
I think I did chicken nuggets. Parmagus, there we go. There we are, we've evolved the Discus. I hope this thing is useful. The Stellar Blade. Evolved Discus. Travels along walls. Deals critical damage if the user is... I don't know. I didn't get to finish it. We took out one of the Guardians.
Nice.
And that's the other one dead. Man, it is so addicting to just watch this game play.
Whoa, dude, it's getting intense, bro. Especially when all those enemies popping up like wild.
Oh, and I'm dead. Oh, look, the Reaper!
Nice.
Alright, I know it's getting late for you.
I see, I see.
Should we end it here?
Yeah, let's end it here. I think it's not even Halloween where I'm at anymore. It's actually All Saints Day now, so that'll be fun.
Alright.
I know it's technically Halloween for you, but that's how the schedules tend to play down. So how about we go ahead and we find somebody to... Actually, are you raiding anyone, or are you just gonna end it here?
Yeah, let's find somebody to raid.
Alright, cool. We'll do that then.
We will raid... Yeah, let's raid No! Wait a minute! Wait a fucking minute! Yes! Yes, we are going to raid Trump!
What?
Yes.
Donald Trump is on Twitch?
Yes, he is!
Oh boy, this is gonna be wild. Alright,
Our raid message is going to be Make America Great Again.
Put American flags again in there.
Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hell yeah, let's fucking go!
Mega!
I say, give me a letter. You know what that means? Give me a letter.
Emote
I say,
only
"Look, it's
chat,
not working
okay.
out. You're not the guy for me. Give me a letter of resignations." I say, give me a letter. Everyone knows what that means.
I see.
So a guy will write a letter, dear, and then he'll say he quit.
It's follower.
And that's okay. That's what I'm, the problem is when that happens with me, it's always a big story.
Yeah, I didn't even know
So-and-so
Trump
quits.
had a Twitch account. That's wild. Bro,
Virtually
imagine this
every
guy's new
person that
stream
gave
and
me a
realizes
letter,
we
I
rated
said, give me a
Donald
letter.
Trump.
Virtually every person that
We fucking raided Trump! Hell yeah!
You're fired. Get the hell out
Oh,
of
that
here.
is so funny.
But I want to be nice because I'm not looking to fire somebody publicly.
Okay, yay.
I wouldn't do that anymore. I'm just going to say if somebody doesn't work out, and
So, if you figure out what
no
you
matter
want
how
to
good
get,
you are, you always have people that don't
Yeah,
work out.
I'll probably-
It's interesting. Sometimes people
I'll probably have pizza. I don't
think they're
know.
okay.
Wait, no, I had
They're
Hot
so
Pockets
great,
full,
they
and so that's
turn
too
out to
close
be
to
great.
pizza.
And sometimes you
Maybe
say
I'll make
this
a hot
guy
dog.
is going to be phenomenal.
hot dog,
and he turns out to be a
dog.
stiff.